What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blueclouds TV. Hey, but welcome back to Blueclouds Media YouTube channel again. My name is Nate Zion, and the news keep kicking on. As earlier on, we heard that Chelsea have narrowed down their search in terms of the number of managers that they'll have in the list. Earlier on today, it was Mr. Thomas Frank from Brentford Football Club. Then it went to Roberto De Zerbi, formerly of Brighton, who has left Brighton Football Club, also now a free agent. Then Chelsea was also looking into, Enzo Maresca, Italian manager who've worked under Pep Guardiola for a couple time, also formerly of Leicester City, still with Leicester City. And apparently, Leicester City, Chelsea have given the green light or given the permission for Leicester City to speak to head coach Chelsea, to speak to Leicester City coach Enzo Maresca. Apparently, that is what is going on. It looks like he might be Chelsea's next manager. I don't know how you see this. What's the point at this moment in time? He is unproven in the Premier League, but then we all don't know. Hypothetically, he could lose. Everything could go bad, or he could be, or maybe, would I say, it could go well for him at Chelsea. Let's see how things go. That's why we are live today to discuss the profile of player, profile manager, or who the coach Enzo Maresca is, and what he can do for Chelsea Football Club. What is it like? What kind of football does he play? How interesting does he connect with the fans? These are the things that we'll be looking into it, because we know Mauricio Pochettino didn't get that kind of a backing or connection with the fans all through his time at Chelsea until he left. But then he built some kind of a beautiful atmosphere within himself and the players. The players were loving him. But yet we see Mauricio Pochettino was shown out to the door because he couldn't meet his tax. He was supposed to qualify Chelsea for European competition, which is Europa League or Champions League, Champions League, and he couldn't do it. Also, he was supposed to do, what I said, certain tasks that he couldn't accomplish. So that's why Mauricio Pochettino was being sacked. He couldn't also buy into the owner's philosophy or ideas or model. So then they have to part ways. Mauricio Pochettino have to go somewhere else and continue his managerial career somewhere else. So yes, guys, so we're here. If you join us live, do not forget this Blueclouds Media YouTube channel. Me and my man himself, Justin Dan, is backstage. He will join us here in a bit to discuss these problems going on with Chelsea Football Club and the reason of bringing in Enzo Maresca, and where does Dan himself stand on it. And we know Dan's view, we're going to hear some good and bad ones from Dan, depending on how you take it. But Dan is a proper Chelsea, so we hear much from him. So guys, if you're watching the show live, do not forget to drop a like on the video. Subscribe to Blueclouds Media YouTube channel if it's the first time watching us live on this platform. Stick with us. We'll be right back in just a second. Welcome back, folks. My man Don himself, a proper, true and true Chelsea man himself, is in the studio, and we're gonna discuss the rumors. And it looks like Chelsea have found their new manager. Is he the right fit for Chelsea Football Club? And will he be successful if he join the football club? Dan, welcome back to the show. And how you doing? And how is the family doing as well, brother?
All right, mate. Doing good. Chilling today. A bit quiet, sussy, but first time in ever. I mean, the kids not shouting in the background and that. Mrs. just chilling in a nice heat weather. There's a bit of sunshine today. Got the first bit of weather. This is going to be the last. But let's talk to me, Nick. Talk to me. What's going on? What is going on?
There's been a lot of trending news regarding Chelsea's managerial search, managering search or whatever. Apparently, it was being listed down earlier today that it was Thomas Frank from Brentford, it was Roberto De Zerbi, and Enzo Maresca of Leicester City. But it looks like Leicester City have given Chelsea the permission to talk to Enzo. Now it looks like he might be the guy coming through the door to be Chelsea's next manager. I want to know your thoughts on it, Dan.
Paul Stanley and Lawrence Stewart are in charge of this prior atmosphere to Leicester City to try and get this manager in. Not going to go well. Not going to go well, Nick.
Well, explain to us why you think it's not going to go on well.
Because if you look at yeah, big up Chelsea for her. If
We got
you if
few
you look
Chelsea perspective and front of many topics.
if
Go
you
ahead.
look at the situation with Phil with Enzo Fernandez, all right, he got less cheap in the salaries. It cost us 60, 70 million on the pay slip. And he had it all over the line with Benfica, agreement with Benfica. That's how much it would cost on Enzo Fernandez. And then they go and mess it. Then they went to see Stanley and Lawrence.
Dan,
Uh,
let's narrow it to the manager before we can talk about
yeah,
the
I'm coming. I'm
let's
coming on.
narrow
I'm
it to
coming.
manager.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. Like, what I'm trying to say is, Steve, right? Yeah, like Richie Stanley and Paul Lawrence. Yeah, go to Enzo and ruin the structure of the deal. So these owners had to come in and step, and then that's why we got this long contract with Enzo Fernandez. Right now, they're in charge of the manager situation. Uh, this all talks about these managers to Serbi. Enzo, the Makaraka who won the Champions League, or the Championship who won it for Leicester. We've got
Mhm.
talks with him. Then next minute, then it's on about Thomas Frank from Brentford. Say today, if they're going for this Enzo Morata, where his name is,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll call him Makaka, the championship winner. It's not good. It's literally not good, Nate. Because what happens if they mess this up? What happens if they're trying to get over the line with Leicester, and then sudden they go and mess this manager role up, and we have to get top Barley to try to do the business with this nigga. I'm not happy about this manager,
Uh,
Enzo Macron. No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm
sorry,
not.
sorry, Dan. DJ, check your Twitter, your X link. The link is right there. The link is in your inbox. I'm sure it's right there. But go
Big
ahead,
up
Dan.
to DJ. Big up to everyone in the chat. Please subscribe and and hit the like button. Hit the like button for me and my boy because there's there have to be talk. We have to talk facts about our club today. They've gone to a low level of our legacy. Bringing in a championship manager might provide something in the structure of this club might not work. How many managers are we going to look at and sack in case the Pochettino when he came in last season? We know no one did want Pochettino, right? No one did want Pochettino in. I want Pochettino in, but with Pochettino's work structure, what I'll say to you is he worked with the players. He knew where the outstanding coming with his players, what he bring into the end of the season that was coming
Yeah.
good for next summer. So now you bring in a championship manager, might conflict as a manager, might with these young structured players, what they're looking to provide in the structure of needs of this manager. What happens if it doesn't work? What are you gonna willing to give him the 2 year more money what you just paid for again for the last 3 decades of like with this is our six managers coming. You paid Potter a lot of money and sacked him off for the 3 years. Then you paid Pochettino and then now you got to pay a little bit more money for him. So if this Enzo Maresca comes in as a manager, where does it stand from here? What basis are you going to be willing to see what this manager is going to provide to the club? Are you going to give him the structure what he needs, the structure what Pochettino said last summer with the experience in? Are you going to allow him to get his own players in? If you don't, and we're in the same scenario, our fans are not going to be happy. You got to want to sack him again, sack this manager, and we're back to square one. I'm not happy with it. What this has done is bringing with a good talent IQ TV, like with a bit of experience as what they're like one trophies like Amorim or someone like that Girona manager in, or someone like in the Portuguese league who won the league, like who knows the talent and the players' abilities.
Okay.
That's what we had in Pochettino. But this manager, yes, he might manage with Man City and won the treble with Man City, but he was assistant coach. He went to Parma in Serie B and didn't get nowhere with them. And suddenly he goes to Leicester. Yes, he might have done beautiful football with Leicester, but it's a championships level. And to get to the top level in the championship, yes, he might provided players, good players. He brought in a good goalkeeper there. These wingers, he conceded these wingers to be good for Leicester last season. Right, with Bill, I can't remember these two wingers, their names, but he provided them really good talents. But in the championship, but it's championship level. This is the Premier League.
Okay.
So my standard is, what are these owners doing? What are these directors doing? You're bringing a championship and a loyalty of Chelsea Football Club that we've never ever had a championship manager in our history. Can he provide what he needs at Chelsea Football Club? That's my standards. I hope he does well. If he doesn't, we're back to square one. I'm not happy, but I'm glad we ain't getting to Serbian. But let's see if they mess this up because he ain't really agreed personal terms with Chelsea yet. Let's see these directors what they do. If they mess it up, oh my god, we're back to square one.
Okay, thank you very much, Chelsea Dan. The man himself like Chelsea Dan, true and true. Chelsea supporter, but this is what I'm gonna say. I know my man DJ Sav in the building, but big up to Chelsea perspective. Mr. Asma himself, Malak Asma, Todd Labor, everyone. Todd himself in the building. Chelsea perspective was said or done. If you love the club, you just have to support the manager, whether you're happy or not. According to my man, my brother Chelsea perspective, he says, "Big up to you, DJ." Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. Hope you're all fine today. Hey, Nick, Chelsea Dunn, TJ Asma, and Chelsea Perspective. How are you all guys doing today? We are doing wonderful. Thank you for asking. Chelsea Perspective said, I'm not happy too, but we move on. Happy, everyone. Big up to everyone according to Chelsea Perspective. This is where I stand, and I'll let DJ Sav also come in. DJ Sav is right there waiting to join. I know he has a lot to say. Look, I understand the fans' feeling. I understand those that have supported the football club and how they think things. But to me, I don't think that the ideas, the knowledge that a person have, whether he's been coaching forever, whether he started coaching 2 days ago. I know managers who have had high seed in terms of profile and how people see them. Roberto De Zerbi, what did he even win before coming to Brighton? But before, even I would say last season, everyone at Chelsea would be crying out for Roberto De Zerbi to join Chelsea Football Club. Same thing with Graham Potter. A lot of people were happy when Potter came in. Things did not work for him. We don't know. We are talking about hypothetically because who knows what Vincent Company can do at Bayern Munich. What has Vincent Company win himself? Nothing. I don't see it. I don't see when Dan says this is championship level. No, I don't see that to be the problem. The problem is the idea, your knowledge. If you know how to coach, because what I see from Vincent Company, I see Company having the idea but doesn't have the personnel to execute what he's trying to put on the football pitch. That is the reason why Burnley could not do what they want to do because the players are not good enough. If you have enough good players and they can execute your plans, you can go on to become one of the best coaches ever. Let me tell you, there's no guarantee that you can bring in Xavi Alonso from the Bundesliga, Bayer Leverkusen, bring him to the Premier League, and he can hit the ground running. There's no guarantee. Coaches, managers, they're just like players. There's no guarantee that they can be successful. AVB, Andrews Villas Boas, whatever his name is, he was one of the top managers at his time. Luis Filippo Scolari, another top proven manager at the time, winning World Cup for Brazil. When they came to the Premier League, what happened to them? So we all don't know. I am supporting the football club. I don't care about whoever comes in. If I have a manager, if I have De Zerbi, if I have Thomas Frank, I'm just supporting the team. I want the best for the team. Those that are sending negative and bad signal from the football club, I always say, I talked to Dan behind the scenes. I said, let's forget about these owners. They will not be there forever, but our football club that will be in pain. So no matter what it is, let's support the club with our heart, but not to send wrong signal in terms of negativities to other rival fans that are crying over their football club. We are not crying. We still got time to would I say set ourselves back again to become who we are. I don't want Enzo Maresca. I don't want him. But who knows, maybe in a couple of weeks' time when he start coaching Chelsea, he can be better than even Graham Potter or maybe Mauricio Pochettino. And I understand Mauricio Pochettino was gathering some momentum. He was getting better at the end. But what was Mauricio Pochettino beginning? Why did he wait for that long to get himself back again? So I'll say give Enzo a chance. You get what I'm saying? But I'm not happy. I'm not happy with all the managers that we have in the world. Now, this is the kind of model that we're going into. But it looks like something that is surrounding it's like it's trending right now. All these top managers are going in for up and coming managers. The proven managers are all dictatorship. And these new owners, new footballing owners, don't want those kind of managers. They want coaches, people that can come in and coach these players, give them the material to work with. You can have, maybe you could say that is not right. You want a manager to have a say in terms of what kind of a player that I want, but I'm sure that it will be done. These coaches will say, we want a left back, we want a right back, we want a striker. Okay, Chelsea Football Club, they will go into the market and find the right player. Technical directors have to do that job and bringing these right players in. And I understand some of these players haven't been that good, but to be honest with you, if you bring in 7 to 8 players in a season, you don't expect to get 100% right. Some will go right, some will go wrong, which we've already see that. Who knew Malo Gusto, Nicholas Jackson, 35 million spent on him. Malo Gusto, which we didn't spend so much money on, has become one of our best players. Cole Palmer, 50 million or even less than that, has become one of the best players so far for Chelsea. Even went on to win Young Player of the season. So I say, let's calm down and give these people the chance to work and let's support them. DJ Service right there waiting for me to waiting for his turn to say something. DJ, welcome back to the show and please take us through how your day is going and how the family is doing, DJ.
Big up to Ginny, big up to Dan, big up to Kachilla in the stream, and big up to, sorry, in the comments, and big up to everyone else in the comments. You guys know what to do. Smash the like button, subscribe. As always, I'm all good, Nee. I'm all good. I had a great bank holiday weekend, to be fair. I had my cousin's wife's 60th birthday yesterday, which was quite nice. Just today, we're just having a chilled out day today. But yeah, all good, bro. All good in that way. How about yourself? You all good?
Oh, I'm good. I've been back from classes not too long ago, and
Yeah.
I had the news to have to put something together, and then come
Yeah.
over here and have a show. When
Yeah.
I started streaming, I think Chelsea Perspective was about to hop up, but I couldn't jump on YouTube. I saw it on X. and then I watched for a little bit, and I got some news from there also. So,
Yeah.
DJ, I know you've heard the news. You earlier
Yeah.
on, you saw the short list, which involved Thomas Frank, involved Enzo Maresca, and Roberto De Zerbi. But apparently, Leicester City has given Chelsea FC the go ahead to talk to Enzo Maresca. Where do you stand on it? I know you're not happy, man, but where do you stand on it, DJ?
Yeah, well, apparently they've been given the go-ahead now, and apparently Winstanley and Stewart are going to be travelling down to Marbella, I think, to have talks with him to confirm it. So from my understanding is that we were all told this morning that talks have already taken place, but I don't know if you saw a tweet that went out by PYS stating that they've been given permission now to go and speak to him in Marbella. So talks haven't even taken place yet. So I don't know where all this information has come from about talks have already gone with this manager. It's just obviously been a lot of stuff, people reporting things wrongly as usual, and a lot of these people that reported talks have taken place have all been the tier 1 journalists, and we've been more or less told that as it goes, talks have not even happened yet. So look, there's still hope that he may not be the manager, but if we're reading between the lines and what's been coming out, it looks like more or less the board more or less made the decision already that the talks are going to be positive. They're going to take him on as manager, and it's going to be a 2-year contract. All right. In terms of what you said earlier on about the Chelsea fans should always support the club. Listen, me, I'll never support supporting my club, regardless of who it is. At the end of the day, it's about Chelsea Football Club. I don't care about the owners. I don't care about the managers, whatever. But what I do care about is my football club and the state of my football club and where we're going as a club, right? And my worry for me at this moment in time is I know no ball has been kicked yet. I know no ball's been kicked. The new season hasn't begun yet. But if you actually look at the sorry, what's that noise? What's that noise in the background? Sorry.
Dan, is it you, Dan? Dan, mute yourself a little bit. Thank you.
Sorry, bro. Sorry, Dan. I couldn't hear.
Sorry, no, I thought I had myself booted, but it looked like it wasn't. Sorry, DJ.
That's right, bro. That's right. Yeah. So my concern is always going to be, you know, and that word again, that famous contract, 2 years. Well, does that ring a bell somewhere? We've heard that already before. Pochettino.
You're not going to stick with him.
Yeah, 2 years. Yeah.
Do you think, DJ? Do you think the 2 years they put the 2 years there to ensure in case they don't put themselves in a very difficult situation when things are not going on for this manager? Because I feel like they're bringing these managers in to try them and test them. If it work well, they'll extend their contract. But if things doesn't go on well, so they wouldn't put themselves in a very difficult situation where they have to pay over their odds to get rid of them.
Yes, Nee, but that also tells me they are not convinced that this guy is going to be the guy long term.
Which is true.
Now, if these guys were so confident in their thinking that this guy is the right guy, he'll get a 5-year contract, just like they thought Potter was, and they gave the man a 5-year contract. Yeah. Instead, they give this guy a 2-year contract, which is telling me again they're not really sure about him. Yeah. So for me, in that kind of like way, okay. If he does become our Chelsea manager, if he was to become the guy, I will support him like I've supported Poch and supported everyone else that's come to the club. However, I will still have my reservations about the guy because the guy, if everyone is just looking at him, oh, well, look at the wonders he did at Manchester City because he worked under Pep Guardiola. Well, look at the wonders Arteta was doing under Manchester City. And what's this guy won? Has he won the Premiership title yet? And he's been 5 years in the project at Arsenal. He worked under Pep Guardiola, didn't he? Has he won a title? Yeah, he pushed them last season to winning the title, but has he won the title yet? No. Got them back to the Champions League football, and did they win that? No. Right. So we're going to look at the same. We're going to look at this guy the same way as you're looking at Arteta at Arsenal. Okay. This guy is more or less going to come in. Is he going to get 5 years? It's a project, as we keep calling it. It's a new project at Chelsea, right? So far in this project has failed because we've been 2 years into the project and it's failed. Thus far, it's failed, right? And they're going to continue on with this project. They came out a couple of weeks ago, these owners, and said, which I said to you on this stream, if you remember me.
Yeah.
I said it's the PR stunt where they came out and said, according to Simon Phillips, that Chelsea were going to buy, we're going to go and get. We've signed a young Brazilian kid again from Palmeiras. okay, who's going to be coming in 2025. How old is he? 17 years old. Okay, there's now talk. They're now looking at a left back called Loco. Okay, who is supposed to be like the next. He's supposed to be like Gusto that plays on that left hand side. Apparently, he's a good crosser off the ball. No, but I'm not sure about his defensive abilities yet because he's young. So again, they're looking at another young player. So I asked the question: is where the experienced players are? I also heard one tweet come in that this guy has already demanded an experienced centre back. Now, if we're going by the rules of what Poch wanted, okay, that he wanted a centre-back experienced player, and they said no to him, what makes this Maresca dude think he's going to get an experienced centre-back? Because these guys are not going to give him that, are they? Yeah, they're not going to give him. They've obviously told Poch that. Yeah, so they're going to do the same thing to Maresca as well. So again, we're going to be back to square one. Listen, I'm trying to look at a positive in it all because obviously the new season hasn't kicked off. Okay, we have to all go for the next season, how the pre-season goes, how these players are all going to be when they come back. And one of the apparently, if you're hearing apparently the interview that apparently took place, okay, again, which I don't believe, okay, because obviously they're going to go and interview him now in Marbella, yeah, to have this interview with him. Apparently, what leaks were coming out of the interview that took place with him, some people, apparently he said, I know all the Chelsea players. Oh, do you, mate? Do you know all the Chelsea players? The only players that you know at Chelsea, bruv, is probably Cole Palmer, Raheem Sterling, and who's the other player there? Probably would.
I had Reece James.
Modric.
No, Cassidy, bro. Cassidy, because he had him on loan at Leicester.
Yeah, he used him.
Yeah, they're the only three players he would probably know in this Chelsea team. He doesn't know about Reece James. He doesn't know about Ben Chilwell. He doesn't know nothing about Enzo Fernandez, about Caicedo. He knows nothing about these. Petrovic. He knows nothing about these guys, and that's one of the reasons why they were very impressed with his interview, because he came out and said, I know these players. Oh, really, bro? Do you know them? You haven't even been interviewed for the job yet, and you're coming out and saying you know these players. I mean, come on, mate. This is, again, PR, mate. And
it's 100% right. DJ's right. DJ's right, because if you see the standards of the structure of what these owners are doing, right? Let's talk about that. He said he knows Cole Palmer. Well, because you know Cole Palmer from the time when he was managing with Pep as his assistant coach, right? Let's say they're bringing a goalkeeper last season for Leicester who's done brilliant for Leicester, but Pegfitz, Kepa, and like Sloanin, who's on loan, who we bought from another LMS team that we haven't really seen potential seeing him play. So you've got three goalkeepers are out, like two are on loan, and you've got Roberto Sanchez, yeah, and you have Pegfitch. So my standards.
And then I'm seeing links to Trafford. To Trafford from Burnley, bro. From Burnley.
Yeah, and on Black, I know Black and all these lot. So, but what I'm saying is, DJ.
Oh, Black, I don't mind.
Yeah,
Black, I don't mind.
What I'm trying to come into Lee. What I'm trying to say to DJ, he's talking facts. He's not.
Dan, give me a second. I'll come back to you in a second. Okay. I appreciate it. Thank you very much, Dan, for holding up for me for a bit. Todd, thank you very much. I'll go through these few comments and then I'll come back to Dan. What did you guys think? Todd, thank you very much for being here. Mr. Asman says nowadays every club trusting young managers with modern football. Manchester Perspective said Pep went from Barca B to Barca B team to the first team, which is true. Asma said when we brought in Lampard, a championship side, we were happy for it. What is wrong with Enzo, or we have a problem with the board? I get what Mr. Asma is saying. I know. See, a lot of these problems is coming from some things that the owners are doing, and our fans do not like it, and it channels up to whoever they bring in. But I want them to have confidence and they support the team, the club, instead of individuals at the football club. Thank you very much. Todd said, what did you guys think of Manchester United upsetting Manchester City in the FA Cup? United defense played great. Give them credit. Garnacho played great too. Absolutely. Something that we'll also talk about it. I don't know where Manchester City were, and they were really They were. I mean, I don't know if they were on the beach. Manchester United were really spot on. They got the tactics right, hop the ball, football. But that game is just a one-off game. But that style of play will not take Manchester United anywhere if they keep Harry Ten Hag. I don't like either Coach Enzo nor overpriced midfield Enzo Fernandez. According to Phantom of Many Topic, Todd Beef forced Poch to use Modric. Todd Bowley forced Poch to use Modric, according to Phantom of Many Topic. Premier, big up to you, Andy. Andy himself a Premier League. Andy is a Liverpool fan. Andy, I hope you're doing very well. Nice to see you back again on the show. As we're saying, are we saying that Maresca will fail? Is that the question coming from my brother Chelsea perspective? Claire Lake is not rational, according to Phantom of Many Topic. I was listening just as Dan was talking. I was listening to a video my brother Chelsea perspective sent to me to listen to it and see. I'm sure DJ and Dan, you all know Harry Winks, right? Harry Winks, who played with Tottenham Hotspur. He also trained. I think he played
Yeah.
under Mauricio
Yeah.
Pochettino, if I can
Yeah,
remember.
it did. Yeah, it did. Just.
I
Yeah.
was listening to
Yeah,
what
I did.
Harry Winks is saying because he plays with Leicester City right now. He said there's no different from the way he sees Enzo Maresca's style and tactical play and the way he coaches them and talk to them. No different from what he see at Pep Guardiola. And I understand. I understand. Look, there are so many examples that we can learn from. Look at Mikel Arteta right now at Arsenal Football Club. I'm sure DJ and Dan, you all fancy the style of football, the way they play in football. I'm sure you guys all fancy it, don't you? This is a manager who has played under and who has been assistant manager for Pep Guardiola in the 2022-2023 season. He was there. He became the manager for Leicester City 2023-2024 season. And if he's found himself in competitions like championship competition, FA Cup, EFL Cup also, and played 53 games so far. He scores lots of goals. He's drawn and gained 112 points his entire time since he's been at the championship club.
Have you got
But
his stats up? Have you got his stats up, Nick?
yeah, I got it stacked up.
Oh,
I
go
got,
go go check him. Go check him at manager Palmer B in the Italian side, and you tell me how great this manager was. But he got that team nearly relegated
yeah,
that
I mean,
season.
you want him too, but at the end of the day, they're all not Premier League proven. But one has to come before the other. So none of them are all proven. Just like our brother said, just the perspective said, the others, you have to start from somewhere. Who knew about Vincent Company, DJ and Dan? Vincent
Do
Company
you,
took his team to relegation, but he's now the manager. He's going to be the manager,
but you know what?
presumably the
Do you know what
manager for
he's?
Bayern Munich.
But
I
do you
know
know
he
why he's getting
understands
the
the
job at Bayern
language.
Munich, bruv? Do you know
He
why he's getting
understands
the
the
job at Bayern
language.
Munich, bruv?
Yes, for what I know and what I've read, he understands. He can speak German. A German coach, you have to speak German. You have
Yeah.
to. They also like his style of play. And I said from beginning that Vincent Company ideas are there, philosophy is there, but they did not have the right personnel to execute his style of football. That is why he failed at
Oh, God, whoa,
at
Nick,
Burnley
Nick.
Football Club.
Oh,
But
can I ask you a question? Right, with Vincent Company with Burnley, he never got backed, and they've got the players of criteria to bring him to the Premier League. Well, now he's at Bayern Munich. He will get backed by these owners,
there
right?
you
He will
go.
get
There
the
you go.
he'll get the development of
I'm
what he
Yeah,
needs in it and to be associated. So
but
you,
remember, guys,
for
he's
what
not
he's
in the
done,
Champions League this
for,
year. They're not in the
yeah, he's
Champions
not in the
League next
Champions
year,
League
bruv.
this year.
I,
They're not in the Champions League
in
next
the
year. No,
Champions
that's
League.
right.
So imagine Enzo Maresca even did what he did with the championship team, Leicester City. How much can he do for Chelsea? Having all these good players that he has that we all saw at the end of the season. They went on a run, 5 games unbeaten. You get what I'm saying? So imagine Enzo and the style of football that he played with Leicester
Mm.
coming in. So I'm not sure if DJ or Dan wants to
Oh
go.
yeah,
Yeah,
Nick.
just a perspective
But sorry,
clearly
TJ.
it's not rotational. Okay, that's from Phantom of Mini topic here. Chelsea perspective say give man the chance, give him the chance. The Mirascos won the treble with Manchester City. Also, also, yeah, we know that one also over there. Thank you very much. Our perspective. We need to have the Tuchel style or Mourinho style defense. Clear Lake defense is worse than Leeds, according to Phantom of Any topic. Chaloba will be sold by Clear Lake. Go for it, Dan or my brother DJ Sal.
Okay. Listen. Like
Yeah,
Chelsea protective, yeah, Coach Julia. He he didn't win the treble. It was Pep Guardiola won it. He was just the assistant manager to work with the players.
yeah,
Also, is it Asma? Asma said about Lampard.
yeah.
Right. As Lampard was manager to Derby County, he brought in players in Derby to proceed as young, good player talents like Mason Mount. Look what he did with Mason Mount. Who's that Liverpool youngest? Who used to who's that Derby? Um, flipping. Oh, I can't remember his name. Right, he got him in. Right, Harry. I think it was Harry or Henry. One of them two. I can't remember. That young Liverpool player. Then sold him to Fulham.
Young
Uh,
Liverpool, yeah, to Fulham.
who's that winger for Fulham? Oh, I can't remember his name.
Um, are you
Uh,
talking about
What's the question, Dan?
what's the name?
no, who's the player when Lampard was at Derby County?
Mhm.
Right, he
Right.
bring in Mason Mount from Chelsea.
Yeah.
He also got Tomori in. Who's
Tomori.
that?
Is it
What
Scottish
is it?
player?
Oh, it was a winger for he played as a young kid for Liverpool. Oh, what was his name? And he's now at
Is it from
Fulham.
Scotland? Is it from Scotland?
Oh, I know you. You're talking about the Portuguese left back,
No,
right?
it's English. No, he's English. He plays for the wing. Oh, is that Liverpool fans doing it? Andy, Andy. Who's that player from your young squad from Liverpool went on loan to Derby County, and now you sold him to Fulham, and he plays as a winger. Oh, what's his name?
Nathaniel Clan. Is it Nathaniel?
Harry. Is it Harry?
Is
Oh, that's done my head in now.
I know you're talking about, but it's a young. I know you're talking about what a player he was as well for them. I think he went out on
Here is
loan, didn't he?
Collie.
Dan,
Here is Collie.
Dan, go ahead.
Right.
I'll set it up for you. Go ahead.
Yeah. Basically, anyway, Lampard got into Derby to just be successful for what the Derby ownership gave him the players to reduce the young players that really got him promoted to the Premier League. Right. Then he came to Chelsea. Lampard came into Chelsea and also brought in young developments, youth Chelsea Academy players like Tammy Abraham, Tamori, right, and got further to the Premier League and got further into the Champions League. You're talking about Maresca, yeah, Maresca for Enzo Maresca,
Enzo Maresca,
that-
yeah.
right? That he had loyalties at Man City as working with Pep, right? But after he left won the treble. It wasn't him who won the treble. It was Pep Guardiola who won the treble. He got a first job opportunity for a Parma B side in Italian Serie A, right? Had that full season with them, and then he got them relegated. Then suddenly he gets a job from Leicester City, yeah, fair dues. He got them to the championship. He won the championship with them and got into the Premier League. A championship atmosphere to a Premier League is totally different standards to a quality. Our loyalty, yeah, is standards at Chelsea Football Club. Competition. We're a winning team. We're not a non-winning mid-average championship team. We're not teams like Tottenham. We're not teams like Arsenal that has no pedigree of winning. 20 successful years of a club you've got, yeah, a loyalty of a competition. These owners and these Paul Winstanley and Lawrence Stewart, the legacy that they're doing is ruining. You bring in a manager that hasn't really conceded as much as experienced what he's done. Yes, he did well with Leicester with the team what he had, right? Lampard also, when he was at Derby, he had Ashley Cole working with him as a left back, helping him with these young talent players. With the standards of Enzo Morocco, whatever his name is, yeah,
Maresca's, yeah.
Yes, he might have done good for the Leicester, but if you look at his CV, yes, he might work with Cole Palmer, with Pep Guardiola, but the standards this is the Premier League standards where you have to get your top four. They just signed a 2-year contract, like DJ said. They're signing another 2-year contract on another manager, like what Pochettino, where 2 years plus we could have a third option to proceed. Pochettino comes in and did what he done. He got the team working, and then next minute they sack him off. So now Enzo's doing the same contract as same price but Pochettino with a 2-year contract that will come into a standard of quality of a Premier League might not work. And then if you go back to square one on the square bow, that he goes into a club that he can't control what players in the position they get into the structure. If we can't work with the structure with this team, what we're getting, and then getting backed of these owners of the players like he says he needs experience in, you're gonna fail a manager with his CV, with his couple nine of a shout out. What they should have done is allowed him to stay at Leicester, then look at the situation for the Premier League this season, what he's doing for Leicester this season, then try next summer. But there's other managers out there, Nee, right?
Who are the other managers you're talking about? And
Right.
don't you
You got
think,
you got
Dan?
you got
Hold on,
Diego Simeone. It's like
hold on a
50
second,
million
Dan.
release clause that you could go pay out on the release clause. Diego
Dan,
Simeone.
Dan, you want Diego Simeone, and when he comes to the league and start playing negative football, you will be the same person that will
No,
turn
I
around
wouldn't.
and say, "You
No,
will,
I
you
wouldn't.
will."
No, I wouldn't.
We
Because
are talking about
for the
hypothetically
last
here.
Nee, can I,
right, Lee, the last 2 seasons, these owners have spent 64.7 million on both managers, Graham Potter and Pochettino, and they spent another 20 million on a manager of Enzo Maresca who might have come to Chelsea, might not provide of the standards of the team balance of the structure that Pochettino was working with, and he got it at the end of the season right. Now we're back to square one with this manager that might not finish in the top four of the Champions League. Go on,
Thank
DJ,
you
you
very
come
much.
in. DJ, you come in.
Thank you, Dan.
yeah,
Before DJ comes in, I don't know how much. Don't you think it's a smart move if a manager that you know is unproven, but you want to give him a chance to prove himself? It's not a smart move for not to give him anything more than 2 years. And if I should tell you, you worried about how much Chelsea have spent 60 million on managers that since they've been there. Roman Abramovich, do you know how much money he spent on AVB? And how much money he spent Luis Filippo Scolari, and how much money he spent on sacking these managers that what's the difference from what Abramovich did in this time and what is going on now? If the manager doesn't worth it, he doesn't understand, he doesn't want to buy into what you are supposed to do. Roman Abramovich did the same thing. If you don't want to do what I want you to do, he sack you because we all see Roman as the
you see,
saint.
bro, you see, Dan,
Nee, nee,
sorry,
I
Dan, can I
totally agree
just
on
come
what
in
you're saying.
quickly there?
Let me
On your
Dan, go ahead, DJ. Go ahead, DJ.
on your argument, what you just said, then, listen, bro, you're 100% you're 100% what you just said about what Roman did back in the day. Right? Listen, I can't totally disagree with you on that at all. But what I will say with the ownership with Roman and what the ownership is with these guys, right, is we are in a different situation with these guys, whereas we are. Where they're a guy that they're, as you well know about Clear Lake Capital and what they are built on assets. That's what they're known for. That's how they've made their money, on assets. That's why they're worth about 50 billion or something like that now, on assets, right? That's what makes this whole thing different. Okay, we're not like the same. It's not the same as the Roman Abramovich era. These guys have got can put us more. We're more in danger of getting to FFP rules, or how things have all changed, sustainability and all that kind of stuff, more now than we were under the Roman era days. Okay, all right. These guys are. This is why I said this next appointment. This is why I said the appointment they make now has to be the right appointment. Okay, because what you can't go and do, Nee. Okay, you're right. What Roman Abramovich used to do, he sack. Okay, but if you look at the contract lengths these guys are getting, okay, and the managers and the caliber of managers we're bringing in, you talked about Scolari, right? Scolari is a World Cup winner, right? He was a World Cup winner, right? He just as a manager, he just couldn't come in and do it. He just wasn't at the levels of a manager at club level. right? As for ABB, again, we go back to what he done. He won the Portuguese title. He was next best thing after he followed Jose to Chelsea. Everyone thought they're calling him the mini Jose, which I thought was an insult on Jose because he's nowhere near Jose's levels, right? Okay, but they were calling him that. He came, he did nothing for us. In the end, we still got rid of him and brought Di Matteo in. And what happened after that? Di Matteo went on to win with the players that we had. The players that we had won us the Champions League in 2012. Yeah. Okay. These players, however, yes, they might be young and upcoming, but they're not all winners. We've only got about 3 winners or 4 winners in that Chelsea team, or maybe 5. I think Cole Palmer's one of them as well. You've got 5 winners in that Chelsea team that have actually won big trophies. I'm talking about, obviously, you're looking at, obviously, Enzo Fernandez won the World Cup. You're looking at Reece James, and you're looking at Ben Chilwell, who won the Champions League. Okay, and then you've got Raheem Sterling, who's won Premiership titles with Manchester City, and you've got Cole Palmer, who's won the same with Manchester City. All right, okay, they're the only, if you want to call us 5 winners in our team. Yeah, they're the only 5 winners we've got in our team, bro. Right, so when these guys are seeing when we're seeing a manager like this coming in, these guys are okay. Maybe Sterling and maybe Cole Palmer would know this guy from their Manchester City days, so they probably would have a rough idea what this guy can bring. Okay. However, it doesn't mean that all these other players could be looking at and thinking, what exactly are you? They're going to look at him and think, are you the guy for us? Because you ask about what manager we could have gone for, and I've been saying this all along. If you look at the profile these owners were looking for, right, they were looking for an up and young coming manager who's a winner, who's won things in his career, who's at the age that they're looking for, and the guy who fits that bill for me was Ruben Amorim at 38 years old. Okay. Yeah, 38 years old. He was winning trophies at Sporting Lisbon. He won the Portuguese title. Okay, he lost the Portuguese Cup yesterday, but he has won that cup before. So he's won the title 3 times at Sporting Lisbon, and he's won he's won cups. There was your answer to bring in somebody now and get him on a 5-year contract. Let it work. And I don't think many Chelsea fans will be complaining at that because they know this guy is all about, his profile. He'll come in, and the fans, I think, will be a little bit more on board. Okay, give him a 5-year contract and let him ball out. And I think he would have done that. But of course, these owners decided not to do that. They've gone with what they feel, which I feel is not the tried and trusted, and they've gone with Maresca, who's managed Leicester and brought them up and promoted them. But you ask yourself that question. He was only part of a Guardiola team that won the treble. He wasn't the guy who did it all. It was all Pep Guardiola.
DJ, yet again, we are talking about hypothetically. I'm not so sure what you're looking at. You're looking at one league and a division league, or a championship league. We're comparing the Portuguese league and then the championship league, which to me, if you look at the championship, it's not far off from what Premier League play in terms of the physical nature of the league. And also, let's look at the brain of the human being who is in charge of a new football club. But big up to you before I get in. Let's big up to you, my man MJ. Guys, I haven't said this at all since I started the stream. Emmanuel Maxwell, 2023. Thank you very much for being on the show today. I have a lot of comments here to read. Big up to you. Says how much done according to you, and just say big up to you, DJ. DJ is really pissed. My bro DJ is really pissed. Emmanuel Maxwell said, my opinion on Enzo Maresca's, is it Maresca's? I think Maresca's is the right choice for Chelsea, according to Emmanuel. MJ also there said, Jose or TT, that is the only managers we should be focusing if we are top club anymore. Phantom of Many Topics said we need the special one, according to him. Phantom said Modric is overpriced. Modric and Timo Werner are the same, according to Phantom of Many Topic. Fabrizio said Fabio Cavaro. Fabio Cavaro is trying to remember maybe the player that Dan was trying to talk about. Mario Silva dominated the championship as a coach. So what I'm saying is, now I want to inject into our discussion between DJ and I, and then my brother Dan, is let's look at the knowledge of an individual. Let's say a teacher is coming from grade 1. Does it mean because he's come level 1 teacher or grade 1 teacher, he cannot teach anyone in the middle school or maybe in the high school? Is that what we're talking about? Or we're looking at just the stages? DJ, are we looking at the championship and looking at Amiron, what Amiron has done in the Portuguese league? Because hypothetically, we're talking about hypothetically, no one knew. We don't know if Amiron can come to Chelsea and in the Premier League and be able to hit the ground running. I don't think he knows the players
Yeah,
either, and either
but
he
bro,
can be successful. DJ.
bro, what I'll say to you on that one is on your argument on that one, okay, despite him winning the Champions League, no one knew Jose Mourinho was going to come to the Premiership and smash it, were they? Because apparently he's managing in the Portuguese league. Yeah, but no one knew he could come to the Premiership and do it, didn't they? And like he said in his interview when he first came to Chelsea, he goes, please don't call me ignorant, but I think I'm a special one. And he lived up to that standard. Yeah? Okay, so in your argument in terms of that, I'll say to you in that way, yeah, no one thought Jose could come to the Premiership and do it, did they? And look what he did. Yeah, so in terms of that, yeah, I have to say, Amarin, I'll be honest with you guys, if you look at his actual record, okay, they were doing I think it came out on Twitter the other day, I was reading it, because I watched it, his winning percentage record, okay, is actually better when Jose first started out as manager. In Porto, his winning percentage record is better. Even Jose Mourinho has actually hyped this guy up and said he's the next best thing, next big manager coming out of Portuguese football. Okay, even he's hyped him up, and that is strong words coming from a legend, as Jose is, from our football club regarding Amorim. So this is why I keep saying to you, Nee, okay, why I think he would have been a better fit. The only thing people talk about, because he doesn't know the English league. Jose didn't know the English league. Carlo Ancelotti didn't know the English league. Conte didn't know the English league. And what do these guys all share in common? They won the Premiership title. Yeah?
But DJ, we're talking about personality and character. Jose has a different character that you don't think Amiron has that character. We haven't seen that in him yet. You get what I'm saying?
I think he does have that because he does have that because he's the kind of manager, right? Yeah, that would he knows. Obviously, sport. Obviously, people say our sport didn't have many big egos in that team, right? But his man management, if you actually watch him, his man management is similar to Jose Mourinho's in terms of how he manages the players, and that's why the players want to play. And the players will go all out for him to win something. They'll play for him. And I'm not saying these players won't play for Maresca. I'm not saying that at all. Okay, I'm not saying that at all because our players are more professional than that. Yeah. Okay, they'll play because they're playing for the club at the end of the day, right? But I'm just saying, look, as I said before, my judgment on Maresca will be: listen, he's going to be our manager. Okay, I'm not going to say, and I'm not peeved by it all. But at the end of the day, all I'm saying is I'm just a bit disappointed that we couldn't look at another bigger name. But I'm not going to judge him because the season hasn't started yet. And I want to see what this guy's going to do in pre-season with us. I want to see what he's going to exactly bring to us. And then I'll start making my judgment. But he has to definitely come in and for me, and he has to hit the ground running for me. Because we finished sixth. So now with this manager, I'm looking for us to finish top 4 next season and a cup.
Brilliant from DJ Saf. Yes, DJ Saf don't want to start criticizing him now. He wants to see what he can do with the guys during preseason. But big up to Kim So, keep Kim So. Big up to my man like Kim So. Kim So, I said it the other day. I want to see you more consistently and present to the platform all the time. And you and your moderator back on this platform. Kim So, let me see you almost about 2 more weeks, you get it back. You get your moderator back. He says, big up to everyone. Embarrassing is what he's saying. Hello to everyone. He says, I'm not a mod anymore, Kim. So you said the same thing the other time, and I explained to you. Once in a while, we go through our moderators and see who are not present or who are not representing and coming on the show as usual or more often. Then we give access to others that are helping out here. You know, the role of a moderator is to help so people don't spam and help with shout outs in the chat and stuff like that. So if you're a moderator, these are the things you got to do. Welcome people when they come on the show, and whilst you're also entertaining yourself. It's not hard thing to do. Not everyone can get that access, and you get access to even delete messages and block some people when they are misbehaving in the comment section or in the chat there. Phantom of many topics. The Chelsea spotlight is like Man United spotlight. It is a big time pressure. Guys, please do not forget to drop a like on the video and subscribe to Blueclouds Media YouTube channel. If it's the first time watching us in the show, please do not forget to drop a like in the video. It is very, very important. It helps YouTube algorithm, throw some light on our platform. So they get to know that people are very, very interested into our topics, and then they can share the links to other people who haven't visited this platform before. We still got more room to improve and grow as a channel or as a TV station, you can call it. Because nowadays I call YouTube channels as TV station, because sometimes I don't even watch. I can stick to TikTok for almost like 5 hours watching short videos and some videos and interesting videos without even watching regular TV. So it is very, very interesting. So that's how I see it. So thank you very much, Phantom, for your comment. Kimso is a special one. Is the special one for Chelsea chatting, according to him. Chelsea Perspective said our disapproval of a new manager of new managers changes nothing. Let's support our club, according to Chelsea Perspective. And Kim So says neither am I, according to him. Kim So Mourinho fans cannot be mods. Football is finished, according to Scala United. Championship managers managing Chelsea and Bayern Munich, according to Scala. Blue board analysis, my man is back again. Big up to you, yourself, and I hope the whole family is doing well. So is Scala, Phantom of many topics in all. This is the darkest day under the new ownership, according to Blue board. Blue board, I'm gonna clip this message. I'll write it down. 3 months from pre-season. After 3 months in preseason, after preseason or 3 months in Chelsea season, I'll see where we are with this new manager and this owners bringing in, having faith and employing a man like Enzo Maresca. We'll see where we are with it. But he said the darkest day under the new ownership, according to Blue Board analysis. DJ and everyone in the chat, please, let's analyze the coaching style, experience, and achievement of this new manager, Enzo Maresca. So it looks like he will be the guy who will take over the managerial role, or I wouldn't say managerial, the coaching role at Chelsea FC. So I'm going to start from Dan himself. Dan, can you take us through some of his achievements and the way his style of play, if that is what you're looking for?
Oh,
Enzo Maresca.
I'll just look up the stats for Spain on Sky Sports. Oh, I'm not happy. I'm not happy. I mean,
You're not happy with what?
If the fact,
Hold
what
on,
the
Dan.
fan,
Hold on,
no,
Dan.
okay.
You're not happy with what? What are you not happy with?
What? Going to championship managing to the standards of Chelsea Football Club.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying,
But
can you
the
outline
stats, what's the stats I told you before I gave you the stats, yeah?
not the
To go
stats,
to
Nigerian style, not the
all right,
stats.
2021, 2022. He goes to a manager to a club called Parma B in Serie B. Got nearly relegated. He goes back
No,
to Man
it's not the
City for the
stats,
season.
Dan. It's the style of play. It's not the statistics. Where he's
Well,
been,
it's
not his
not,
track
oh,
record.
it's the couple of, I'm going to say, what style of play did he have at Parma B? Me? To get him relegated. Right? Lily got him relegated, yeah? And the star player for Leicester, yeah, he did well.
When
Yeah,
you
the
talk,
star player,
Dan, when you talk about Parma, when he was at Parma, was there
yeah.
at that time? Did he ever work under under Pep Guardiola before he went to Parma, or was it after he
No, it
moved?
was after when he went to Parma, but he was
There
working
you
with
go.
Pep
He
before.
has
He was
improved himself. He has improved
no,
himself very well after
uh,
leaving Leicester City. After leaving Manchester City to Leicester City, he has improved
no.
himself. Let's look
Well,
at it from there.
he was assistant coach before Pep, yeah, when he won the treble, right? He won then he was with Pep before when he went to Parma B. He got the style of play, yeah, wrong at Parma B and then he got relegated. He goes back to Man City after, yeah, and one season, and he goes into last week. And then after that, he went after when he won the treble with Man City, he went and managed Leicester City. Yes, the style of play at Leicester City, yeah, is that's a championship style of play. Yes, he got them to where they're needed to the top one in the championship and got one. He also lost games in the championship. Really not got Leicester to promoted to the championship. But because the other teams in the Premier League, like Championship, like Ipswich fell down, Leeds fell down, losing points, yeah. And that's how he got to where he was. He was 1 point away from Ipswich. 1 point. That's it. If Ipswich didn't lose their 2 games in the France, Ipswich could have won the championship. But because Ipswich failed at the end Leicester started winning their games, they won the championship. This Enzo Maresca, yeah, his current CV is a championship level. Where's our loyalty gone at Chelsea Football Club? Where's our standards gone at Chelsea Football Club? Where's the morality? Where's the morality at
Dan,
Chelsea Football Club?
Dan, he plays exciting football. Do you like the style of football? Yes or no?
Oh, what? So did Pochettino last season. Did a bit of exciting football at Chelsea, but where does we go? What like I'm trying to say with the modesty of our
Dan,
football club's gone.
I want you to put this into consideration. These owners don't want a manager who will challenge them. I want you to know that that's a fact. That's the
Well,
model of
it's
this.
it's stupid, yeah, but it's stupid, isn't it? Because I buy it every season. Let Pep Guardiola at Man City win the Premier League every season because that's how you're never gonna get a concede elite manager, yeah, to compete with likes of Pep Guardiola, who's going to be a farmers league.
Okay, let me go to thank you very much, Dan himself, a man like Dan. A Chelsea perspective, Kim So, fun of many topic, all very very engaged and active in the comment section today. And Kim So said Enzo Maresca, he just laughed. He said Kim So and Phantom said Kim So. I agree. This new manager Enzo will buckle under the big spotlight. DJ Saf, this is to DJ Saf. Chelsea perspective said, "I know DJ will calm down as soon as Premier League starts. He knows." Came so said, "How many Enzos do we need?" Phantom said, "Clear Lake missed a huge opportunity by not signing Coach Silva." And Alexander Mitrovic, who is now dominating in the Saudi league. Do you
Yeah,
guys
but the
agree
Saudi, sorry, Nee.
with Mitrovic? Yes,
The
sir.
Saudi league, the Saudi league is an easy league. Phantom, look what Cristiano Ronaldo's doing there. He was the player of the year. You're talking about Mitrovic here. What did he do the last 2 years when he was at Fulham? He weren't the top scorer. You're talking to an average, like mid-average farmers league Saudis that ain't really competitive.
But
Ben Zimmer's doing it easy.
he was doing it in the Premier League before he went to Saudi League. You have to give him
Yeah.
that credit.
Oh, what 1 season? Okay. Well, what did he do at Newcastle at the time, then? He
What
when he was at Newcastle?
do you want Osimhen? Dan, do you want Osimhen at Chelsea? Do you
Huh?
want Victor Osimhen? Do you want Victor Osimhen to be your main striker at Chelsea?
I would like Osman, but it ain't gonna happen. Not with
Then
the ownership of this
why do you
manager
want
now,
Osimhen? Why do you want Osimhen? Why do you
because
want
he's got quality standards.
to
Like
make
what he
it
knows how
better?
to.
He's
He's
done it
got. He's
one
got.
season. He's done it one season in Italian league. Where is
You're
Osimhen
waffling
this
now.
season?
You're
I'm
waffling.
not
You're waffling.
waffling. I'm giving you fact. He's
He's
done it
been
one
injured.
season.
He's been injured.
When
How
he
could
wasn't
you?
injured, he was gone. He was vanished. All right, let me go to DJ. Let me see what DJ has to say in terms of Enzo Maresca's style of play. Big up to King So said that Enzo Maresca's guys, Chelsea is a joke of a football club. Mitrovic scored
Please,
47
DJ,
goals
landing.
in the championship. Ronaldo making a couple millions of pounds a week, but makes them it's a viable. Is a valuable or viable according to Maguna. Yeah, Daniel brother is back here. Sasuke Guna is back on the show. GFC Govern, big up to you, man. It's been a while. I hope you're doing well and the family is doing well as well. The Sasuke Guna said, not not a CR75, but the Saudi pay huge salaries. Osimhen, is this Osimhen what? Darlings, Osimhen Darling with racism. It's dealing with racism, Italian, and scoring in Italy and scoring, and they want like 140 million according to Sasuke Guna. Osimhen is a Lukaku star, not Premier League proving. Dan, GFC Gavin said a big up, bro. From Chelsea perspective. Let's go to DJ Sab. DJ
Bro, what's up?
Enzo.
Yeah,
Enzo is here. Enzo soon will be announced by Chelsea Football Club. I
yeah,
know you've seen his style of football. If you haven't seen a lot, at least you've heard
yeah,
something somewhere regarding the way he manages players, he talks to players,
yeah.
and how he coaches. What's your take on that? Do you like the style?
Yeah, he played. Look, surprisingly, before I came onto your stream, I was listening to another stream, and one of the streams had a Leicester guest on, and they were actually talking about him. And he according to the Leicester fan, what he's saying, he plays a very high line, which means he makes the centre backs work quite hard. And we all know what happens when we play a high line. If our centre backs can't run, we're going to get done on the counter all the time. He plays that. That's how he expects the centre backs to play. And if he ends up doing that at Chelsea, we could get found out. But he does play entertaining football. I have to say that one thing. He's learned that from obviously from Pep Guardiola. So he does play entertaining football. And as much as obviously that football is great to watch, as we all like to, that's all we want to see our team play. Yeah. Sometimes it can also cost us as well in games if he's playing too much of a high line. But listen, he's obviously learned that, as I said, from Pep. So his football is good. I'll give him credit where credit is due. Okay. And if he obviously can bring it to Chelsea, but he can bring that to Chelsea, and we're a bit more steadier at the back, then maybe we won't concede as many goals as Leicester conceded. So obviously, let's be real here. If you look at the Leicester players and look at the Chelsea players, the Leicester team did have more experience in their team because of their age group there than this Chelsea team does. So in that kind of like way, he has better players to work with at Chelsea. Okay, and hopefully he'll get them playing the same way as he was at Leicester, because it was good football. But hopefully we won't get done as much as the back. Because let's be real here, we've just come off a season, bro, where we've conceded 60 goals, which is not Chelsea like, as we all know. It's not Chelsea like. Under Lampard it was 58 or 57. Under Poch it was 60. We can't have that record again. We can't have that again.
But it's going to happen, like you go. It's going to happen. It's going to happen again because we ain't got the good centre back one. That's what I mean. If he plays
positive, and
no, but the thing is, Nick. Right, if he playing a counter line, what he did for Leicester, because I've heard what Leicester does, they're really happy with Enzo as a manager at Leicester. He played counter football and he provided some talent at Leicester, like good for that season in the Championship, like I said, on the wingers, and also got a good goalkeeper for Leicester, and he made him such look like really the most clean sheet. But you do that at a Premier League standard to do a high style line, like DJ said, we'll concede more goals because our defence the last 2 years have been, since with Thomas Tuchel, we had the best performance of like clean sheet of the set for this year, last season, yeah, and season before. Our standards at the back has got really poor. So if he's going to come in, he has to get a good centre back to replace Thiago Silva and Trevor Chalobah. If you're not going to provide a good standard of centre back, yeah, to provide of like Thiago Silva and his high line what he plays, it's going to be like another Tottenham Spurs team with a high line, and we're going to concede more goals and do the record more worse. It's just it's like when tic tac shows, isn't it? It's just I don't know. I've lost interest in Chelsea for a bit. Like I just like now we're gonna get this manager, and I can see the fans want to sack him off in the pre-season. Don't give this manager a chance. And in the 6 months' time, this manager is going to get sacked by the board, and we're back to square one again.
I mean, if we compare to other managers that has been linked to Chelsea, Roberto De Zerbi, Thomas Frank, which I don't like at all because I've seen Thomas Frank's style of football and it's not impressive. Very, very negative. The high line, and not a high line, but then long balls, and we don't want that. We want a manager that would like to keep the ball on the ground and dominate possession, quick chances, and score goals. But Thomas Frank, Roberto De Zerbi, and Enzo Maresca himself. Looking at it, DJ, which of these managers do you think that is more, if we're not accepting Enzo, which of these two managers, other managers, should we go to? But before DJ comes in, let me go to a few of these comments here. Big up to Mo himself from the Blue Lounge YouTube channel. Big up to you yourself. I hope you're doing very well and the family is doing wonderful as well. Phantom said that if Coach Enzo is a flops like Potter, Chelsea cannot be considered Big Six anymore. Hello, Blue Lounge. According to Phantom of Many Topics, Maresca is mid, according to Kim. So, Blue Lounge said, Mo said, check how many goals Leicester City FC conceded last season. That being said, this scored a ton also. So they conceded a lot. This I think it all has to do with the highline, and I'm sure they will correct certain things. Probably they also considered goals from set pieces, which now Chelsea have brought in Brighton Football Club. The guy used to work at Brighton. Is it no, not Brighton? Thomas Frank's team. Brentford, yeah, some Brentford to come in and help. So that could also help over there. So yeah, I mean, Mo is spot on. And they considered a ton and also scored many.
Before you do after in the meeting, you could just ask DJ one question.
Yeah, you come in. Give me a second. Go and get De Zerbi according to Kim. So I just I'll go through it real quick. No Chelsea fan wanted. Is it Thomas Frank or is it Frank Lampard?
No, Thomas Frank. Kachilla, I don't want him either. That's one thing I agree on.
Yeah,
I don't want De Zerbi or Thomas Frank. I don't want none of them.
De Zerbi is a little bit here and there, but Thomas Frank, I'm sure no Chelsea fan wanted him. I don't want him either. He's a nice person to talk to, but the style of football, I don't like it. To be honest with you, the style of football is what I wasn't buying into. Phantom, that was the American Chelsea. Chelsea is a mid-6, according to Kim. So send me the link. I'll put a link in there here in a second so you guys can come on. Anyone there who feel free who wants to come on. Can come on. Do you guys think we can win the league with Maresca? Maresca guy, I think it'll be too early to say that. His first time managing a Premier League team. Managing a Premier League team, it will be too hard for him to do that. Saskia Guna, thank you very much. Guys, I'll send the link in there. DJ, over to you, say.
Sorry, Neil, what was the question again? Were you asking about
my question is...
No, DJ, I will ask you a question now, yeah?
Sorry, Dan. Sorry, bro. What was Neil asking? Because I know Neil was asking a question. Sorry, what was the question? Sorry, and then you can come to me, Dan. Sorry about that.
Dan, don't worry, DJ. Let's Dan go. Dan is sorry. Eager to ask that question. Go for it, DJ. Dan. Go for it.
Right, we've been everyone's been saying Enzo Fernandez off, yeah. Right, people saying he ain't been proving as much as with Pochettino down the line since Pochettino came in, yeah. And he's been in the bad form and he's been crap. Can you see this manager bringing good talent to Enzo Fernandez for next summer?
Again, it depends on the formation he sets up next season, Dan, because this guy does play. My understanding, he does play. He plays 4-3-3, or he'll play a 4-2-3-1. Yeah, or 4-2-3-1. Now, for me, I think Enzo Fernandez will actually work better in a 4-3-3 for me, with Lavia holding, and then you've got him and Caicedo working off one side, one on one side, one on the other side. Yeah, working up. I think that could work. He could also. I still think he could still work in the 4-2-3-1 formation as well. But let's be real here, Dan. We all know Enzo Fernandez had an injury all season, right? He's been carrying that for a long time. I'm expected to see him now. Obviously, now he's had that operation. I want to see what this guy is all about when he comes back to us next season, and hopefully he'll be the Enzo that we all know him to be. Okay, and he'll start performing. So obviously, I know the jury's still out on him. Okay, but for me, as I said, I believe in him because I think he's a really, really good player. And I think he'll come good at Chelsea. It's like Reece James as well. He's just come back from a bad injury as well. So I expect him to come back to being normal next season as well. Okay, so they've had because obviously both players have had their operations now. So let's see how they all perform on the pitch next season. But in terms of this, in terms of what you asked for, I think Enzo can improve next season. Okay. Obviously fully fit. And let's see what he does next season, bro. I really do. Whoever it didn't matter what manager was coming in. I always try to believe in the players that we've got, and I think Enzo Fernandez was always going to improve as a player at Chelsea. It's just a matter of fans just being a bit patient with him. That's all. On that answer to your question.
Dan, is that okay? Are you satisfied with that question answer?
Well, I hope you're right. Because if we don't provide Enzo good talent, how much we spent, then I don't know. Because I think Enzo, people. I would say if you bring in a quality manager with a good CV who understands the performance of Enzo, Enzo might probably have the chance to be good next summer. But now we've got this manager, I don't see it happening.
All right, Tete Dan doesn't see these things happening, and Mo, I think he's here. There you go. That's a man over there. Oh, that's a man like Mo himself in the building. I think give me a second. Let me change this setup here so I can have my man on the screen. All right. We have a Mo himself from the Blueclouds YouTube channel. He wants to inject some sense into our discussing here. So let me give the man the time to speak to us. Go for it, Mo.
Yo, big up. How you doing? How you guys doing?
Bad.
Yeah, big up, man. Big up.
Big up, DJ. Big up. Are you giving me the screen all to myself?
Yeah, I want to clip it. Go for it.
You want to clip it? Right. Yeah. So you want to talk about Maresca? You want me to talk about
it looks like Maresca is going to be our current coach, and I want to know your view on it, Mo.
All right. Okay. So just some statistics, some facts. Yeah. Maresca has only been managing for 1.5 seasons. Okay. He's only managed for 1.5 seasons. Half a season at Parma, 1 season with Leicester City. He's only got 67 league matches under his belt. Okay, so we're talking about experience. We're talking about a manager who's coming in to manage one of the biggest clubs in the United Kingdom, one of the biggest clubs in England, one of the biggest clubs in Europe. And the man's only has 67 league matches under his belt. One being in Serie B, where he played, I think, 14 matches for Parma, where he conceded a ton of goals. Even though he had Gianluigi Buffon in goal, he still managed to concede, I think, 20-odd goals in 14 matches. He had a negative goal ratio. I think he conceded more. His team conceded more than they scored. With Leicester City, I'm trying to remember the numbers here. I think he lost 14 matches, and he won 30-something matches. Okay, so he
3 matches at Leicester City.
Yeah. So 67 matches altogether. That is him as a first team head coach. He does have experience. I believe he's got experience with Man City, and there's one more club. I think he might have been an assistant manager at West Ham as well. Okay, so he has got some pedigree, no doubt. Could he become a good manager? Could he become a top manager? Potentially, but he isn't there yet. And asking a manager to come and manage this inexperienced squad, a squad of very, very young players, and you know what? I mean, the ratio or the age ratio has been even dropped further with the fact that Thiago Silva is no longer, there to keep the numbers up. We have got a very, very young squad, if not the youngest squad in the league. We have got a very young, inexperienced squad, and we are now bringing in a 44-year-old who's only been a manager for a season and a half to manage Chelsea Football Club. That doesn't fill me with a lot of confidence, lads. And I'll be honest with you, I'm worried. I mean, we have seen a lot of managers, being given an opportunity and they do succeed. I mean, Pep Guardiola took the reins at Barcelona with no experience, but he was managing the B side. He was there for a while, and Barcelona is a team that he played for. He was in that, in that system for a very long time. So when he came to manage that club, he did know a lot about this club. Now, apparently, Maresca does know a lot about Chelsea and the players. Apparently, that's what is being said at the moment. But how accurate is that, and how much could he know? Being so far away. I mean, we know a lot about these players, but do we really know a lot about these players? I think DJ Sav mentioned that there are players in the squad where he has coached before. At Man City, at other places where he has interacted with them. But still, is it enough? Is it enough for him to come in and to be the head coach of this club? I am really, really disappointed at the way this is going. I personally, I wasn't too keen on De Zerbi. I thought that we could, aim higher. Now, if you're giving me the choice, De Zerbi or Maresca, it's De Zerbi, any day of the week. But is this the standard that we have? Is this where we're going? And I'll be honest, Nee, I'm not comfortable about this. I'm not really happy about this.
Thank you
Can I
very
just
much.
ask you a quick?
Thank
Can I
you.
just ask you, Casman, a question? Do you think, as in the Chelsea standards are lower to Roman Abramovich, because I like to see how neat likes to slate Roman Abramovich much with like managers roles, what we used to have that with Roman. This is not Roman's tactical area. This is Todd Bowley, Ed Barley, potential morals of a club of standards. Do you think, this Enzo Maresca is too soon to be in a club like Chelsea? That you said, I've heard what the likes of his stats, it's only 1.5 years as a management role. Yes, people could say the standards, what he did for Leicester is a championship level, What, as you know, as Leicester, you look at Luton, the likes of Luton manager, when they're banging them up to the Premier League and how it dropped off. And like people say about McKenna, when he managed Man United, he dropped off falls at United, and look what he did for Ipswich for the last 2 seasons, got him into the League One, for then in the Championship, and then now we've been to the Premier League. This structure of a model, what these owners are doing, is capable of bringing in young development, non-experiencing. As this manager's gonna, we 100% we don't know for full 20s if this been agreed yet, because they're still in talks of the structure and their project of Chelsea Football Club and what kind of tier he's gonna bring to the table and that. So. In the revenue as
That is your
Chelsea as in
question,
our
or
standard.
you're explaining?
No. Let's say I'm coming to it, Nee. In the revenue of our standards of our structure of Roman's area, winning titles. Can you see of Todd Bowley and Ed Barley and these Winston Stanleys and Lauren Stewart's, know about the history of Chelsea Football Club, are going to bring to give this manager next season the chance to provide of the fans to do something, or do you reckon they'll sack him in the next 6 months if he doesn't? What did he say about the experience coming in what Pochettino did last season?
All right, so that was a hell of a long question, and I think I know what you're trying to ask, but I believe that this can go one of two ways. Okay, it can either be a masterclass of a signing, and he could really do some magic. He could. I don't think he will, but he could. Okay, and if that happens, then fantastic. I'm wrong. We've all been wrong. Great job, Maresca. We're in the Champions League next season. Happy days. If it turns out that way, he'll be here for for the 2 years that the contract is up for, and potentially be extended. However, the likely outcome is he will start to mess up quite early. The pressure of managing Chelsea Football Club is pressure he has never experienced before. He can't afford to have a couple of games where he, drops points, and the fans would be like, okay, it's early doors. No, when you come in at Chelsea, when you come in to manage this club, okay, you don't have the luxury of time. You got to hit the ground running, and you got to start winning. And if he doesn't do that, I tell you, the fan base is gonna erupt quick. He doesn't have any credit. Maresca does not have any credit. Tuchel had credit. You know, he's got history. He's got, you know, he's got titles. Lampard had credit. You know, he's a club legend. I'm not going to say Pochettino had credit, but Pochettino, you know, he wasn't known to be a, you know, half decent manager. So, you know, he did what he did, and you know, and you saw what happened. So this geezer, if he doesn't hit the ground running and start winning games quickly, his exit will be very, very quick, very, very rapid, because the fan base is going to erupt. He doesn't have a lot of supporters in the community. He doesn't have a lot of supporters in the community because a lot of us don't see any potential there. And again, we could be wrong, because we have been wrong in, in other situations. We could be wrong on this one. And I hope I am. If he does become the Chelsea manager, I want him to succeed. I don't want him to fail, because if he fails, we fail. So I want him to succeed. But that's not the likely outcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mo. I know Mo described a lot. He said a lot. Is he our pedigree? Is that where how low Chelsea have got to bring in a manager from the Championship? But I could ask myself, who should we bring in now? Jose Mourinho. I don't think that this owners will bring him in. If you look at these managers surrounding all these managers in Europe who are moving around, Xavi, Vincent Company, and all the others. They're all up and coming young managers. None of them has really proven nothing. Xavi himself hasn't proven nothing. All that he won was in the Saudi Pro League. It's just like even I would say Enzo is even doing better than Xavi. Barcelona, because Enzo has won would I say championship trophy. So now we're going to talk about Amiram. Amiram, he's done it many times with Sporting CP. But can he do it in the Premier League? They are all up and coming young managers. So maybe that could be the reason why, the owners, like I said, these owners don't want to be challenged. So bringing in, managers who are proving that can challenge in likes of Antonio Conte, Jose Mourinho, or maybe what's his name again? How do you call it? From Atletico Madrid, Atletico Madrid manager. I forgot his name. He's going to have a lot of
Diego
issues with
Simeone.
Diego Simeone. I don't know why Dan want Diego Simeone, but no one fancy Diego Simeone
It's
type
one
of football.
Champions League. It's one the Spanish league.
Spanish league, that's all he's done. But no one else would like his style of football. If Europe, apart from
it's got better manager, it's got better style tactics than
statistics.
better
We're
manager,
talking about
better style.
statistics.
It's
That
got
kind
better
of football.
style. No, but it's got better style of play than any other league managers. It's fact.
But Dan and then I mean, guys, the style of play. Do you think Chelsea fans are going to like Diego Simeone's style of play? Mo, do you think that Chelsea fans would like Diego Simeone's style of play?
To be honest, I don't think it's about style of play at the moment. It's about results.
That's right.
For me, the way things are at the moment, I want to see some stability. I want to see points on that board. I want to see us finishing top half of the table, man. I mean, it was a struggle to finish sixth this year, and to be honest, it took a miracle for us to finish sixth. So our form this season, it's mid-table form. 5 back-to-back wins was a miracle for us, and we ended up finishing sixth. Can you see Maresca finishing sixth? I can't see it. I mean, so
Can he do a Lampard? Can he do a Lampard first season?
Your question, answering your question about could we see some some good football, some sexy football? We could, but if the ball isn't put in that net and the clean sheet is behind us, it ain't gonna matter how we play. What matters is the points on the board. Until we start, getting the points on that board, until we start seeing Chelsea, finishing and challenging for the Premier League title, I'm not going to be happy. And it's a big ask, but that's what I'm asking, and that's what every Chelsea fans are asking.
If it was me,
thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mo, for that, and thank you very much, Dan. And we have DJ Saab. The Scala is joining us here. He's got some news for us regarding Manchester United and where they stand with Eric Ten Hag. But before I get to Scala, I have some few comments. Just let me wrap this up real quick. Kim still said this model AI is failure. Wake up, people. He's talking to me and we that believe there's a model there to believe in. Kim so Phantom said Kim so I don't want Clear Lake to win anything. Phantom, this one I really disagree with you. If Clear Lake is Chelsea, so if they're there and if you don't want Chelsea to win anything, I don't know why you're supporting the football club.
He's a
Put
Fulham
the
fan.
onus
He's a Fulham fan. What do you expect?
put the owners aside and let's concentrate on those the football club itself. Sasuke Guna said that with players Chelsea have the young and talented talent players from all over. I thank you. It says, think you need a young manager like this, highly motivated, not just some missionary coaches, according to Sasuke Guna. Phantom said we need defense. Stay with the manager with younger squad for once, Chelsea. But I think, but I don't care. I want you. I want. Okay.
I don't want you to be good.
Be good. According to Sasuke Guna, he doesn't want Chelsea to be good for Arsenal to trouble Arsenal. According to him, need a center back of quality. According to Sasuke Guna, MJ, big up to MJ. He said that Jose or TT. That's and that's who we really need. We need that Champions League top four desperately. This owners FFS, according to him. I would rather have Brendan Rodgers. Oh, Brendan Rodgers. I talked about Brendan Rodgers in my Discord link yesterday. He's still cooking in the is it Scottish League? He's doing
Yeah,
better over there.
Scottish League is an easy league.
I would take Moyes over Maresca, according to Kim So. Kim So, me too. Okay. Okay, we have that there. Scala, welcome back to the show. Let us know how your day is going and tell me what you guys are doing with Eric 10-2.
Yeah, Kamid, I mean, it's been a depressing season. So a United fan, but winning the FA
No,
Cup
hold on,
has,
hold on,
you
hold
know,
on, hold on. Don't tell me it's a depressing season. You guys have won FA Cup. You're telling me it's a depressing season. Go ahead.
yeah. I mean, if you consider the Premier League season has been a depressing season, we finished on below Newcastle and Chelsea with a minus goal difference with our lowest point tally, and considering most goals since 1950, something like that. So it is a depressing season, and one FA Cup doesn't change the 38 games which were. And don't forget, we finished last in the Champions League group as well. We got knocked out. We couldn't even
He
make
got
Europa League.
relegated.
Yeah, so it's not like the FA Cup, betters everything. It was a nice bonus, I guess, and probably Ten Hag will keep his job because of that. But yeah, man. But you cannot say that United season was. We are probably the most underachieving team after Chelsea. At least Chelsea has the excuse that you had injuries and this is Poch's first season. You cannot say that with United. This is our second season under Ten Hag, and we have spent more than 400 million. So yeah, it was an underachieving season, and yeah, winning the FA Cup, beating Man City, and all that's good. And on the behalf of that, we got Europa League. So that's all nice, but yeah, man, overall, it's not been a good season for us. And I mean, I celebrated that cup for like 8 hours or something like that. But after that, I'm just seeing news after news of the United PR that Ten Hag could keep his job. They are going to do an internal review meeting today, and considering what Chelsea are going to appoint, I mean, I'm not very optimistic of the manager choices. I mean, when did prestigious jobs like Chelsea and Bayern became like a plaything of like relegation and championship managers? So I don't get that part. I mean, look, Kieran McKenna, he just signed a long-term deal, so he's not going anywhere. I felt like that's what Enzo Maresca should have done. Like you promoted Leicester, why don't you, do 1 year in the Premier League? Like what's with the hurry? Like I mean, I don't know like what your board is thinking. I just feel like Chelsea's board at the moment they want someone who they can control. Like they want a manager who they can, he doesn't demand much and the club can do whatever they like. They're
Another
not
Okay,
yes
they
getting
can
man.
into it.
dictate. They can dictate
Yeah,
too.
like a yes man, exactly. They want like a Oli kind of an appointment. And look, Enzo Maresca, he could be. I don't know anything about him, by the way. I just know he was Pep's number two, and he got Leicester promoted. And you guys probably have done more digging than me, but I'm not convinced, man. I think he should have. I think these clubs which go down and they got promoted, they should insert a clause. Like if you promote the club, you should be doing 1 year in the Premier League, and you're not allowed to leave. So I'm not convinced with this appointment. And if you look at the manager market, who else is there? Do you want to go back to like a Brighton experiment by going to De Zerbi? I mean, that hasn't worked out well with Graham Potter. Then there is Thomas Frank, who I don't rate. I mean, maybe you guys do, but that's it. I mean, Hansi Flick's going to Barcelona,
I don't rate Thomas
and
Frank at all.
yeah, and Tuchel, I don't think you want Tuchel, and I don't think Tuchel wants to come back to Chelsea either,
No,
because
Thomas
he
T
won the
wanted to
Champions.
come back. Thomas T did come out on the thing saying but when
Yeah,
he spoke to the Borders that
yeah, I'm not convinced
Top
that
Bowley
Tuchel wants to come
apologised.
back. I mean, wasn't Bowley the guy who sacked him after he won the Champions League with the club?
It was Egg Barley, it wasn't Top Bowley. Apparently, it weren't. People
Yeah, I
saying it
mean,
was,
okay, I guess
but it
same
was
boat,
Top
but
Bowley. Egg Barley wanted to just keep him. But
yeah, but see,
I don't
that's
know
the
the
thing. Like
truth.
the
Dan, let him
manager
land.
choices are very, very like
Please.
uninspiring. I mean, even when I'm looking at if United need a manager, I cannot say that I want this guy. I know that United. There are some people at my club who really like Pochettino, because when there was a debate between Ten Hag and Pochettino when Pochettino was jobless, there was a huge United PR, especially from the likes of Neville, to go for Pochettino because they knew what he had done at Tottenham. So yeah, man. I mean, I don't know. Like, what's your general consensus about Maresca? Like, are you guys excited, or like you are having second thoughts? Like, I want to know.
Whew. Bring. Oh well, I
Um,
would have had Ten Hag than this manager.
you know,
Honestly.
from what I'm hearing that I've heard Kieran McKenna, who will be also being linked to join Manchester United, but
No, he's
I don't
done.
see why.
He's staying at Brighton. He
Ipswich,
has
yeah,
signed.
from what
Yeah,
I'm
Ipswich.
hearing,
Sorry, yeah, he signed a long-term contract.
yeah,
He's not
I'm
going
thinking.
anywhere.
Yeah, that's 100% hasn't come through yet. There
No, no.
hasn't
I
been
mean,
agreement
Onstein
on it.
has tweeted. You can check just two
No,
hours
no,
ago.
no. There was Austin tweets earlier this morning saying about they're in talks with McKenna to have another contract.
He
Saying
can,
that
can,
is,
can you hear me,
but
Nick?
then the
Yeah, I can hear you.
situation is they
Yeah, he
So,
literally
haven't
sorry,
tweeted
agreed.
2 hours
Sorry,
ago.
Dan. Guys. Nee, so I'll put two links in the chat.
Yeah.
Click on the top one first, and then click on the second one. It's gonna clear up quite a few things in regards to Maresca. Just
Okay,
they're both from Twitter.
okay.
Do the
I
first
was
one, and then the second one.
okay. All right. Correct. I didn't get a notification for it, but I was in
No,
the
they're
WhatsApp
in the
group.
private. They're in the private chat. They're in the
They're
private
in the
chat.
private
Oh,
chat.
private chat.
Lee.
Okay.
Copy and paste them onto your Twitter.
Yes, boss. Yes, boss Dan.
No, I'm just helping you out. I'm helping you out, my boy.
I know, I know. Scala, are you still there?
Yeah, yeah.
So, what do you think? Ten Hag, would you fancy them to extend his contract, stay at Manchester United, or do you want him to go?
Well, personally, I mean, the club, they are like doing, as I told you, they are doing some internal review meeting, and they are conflicted whether to keep him or not, because you saw when we had our full defense with Varane and Martinez, like we look a very different team. Like even I was surprised like how good we were, or I might be deluded and thinking that Man City were that bad. So I mean, they were pretty drunk like 6 days ago. So I cannot really pinpoint like how good we were, but yeah, man, I think 10x should go. But I think it's enough. You don't judge managers on cup runs, otherwise, you cannot win the Premier League ever. You know,
Yeah,
so
I was
for
going
me,
to
he
say that it
should
would be
go.
a bad idea to
Man
keep
City
Ten
gave
Hag.
Man United the win. Man City
It's
gave Man
the
United the win.
Yeah,
style,
you
the
can
style
probably
of
say
play.
that because no, I mean the chances of us winning were probably less than 10%. I was more looking forward to just get this season over with. Not 1% of me was expecting to win the cup, but yeah, man, I would like him to go. But when I'm looking at I mean, I know there is a good part of this fan base, United fan base, that wants De Zerbi for some weird reason. I mean, I don't know. Like he's like the hipster choice. I mean, if you remember two
Mhm.
seasons back, like I not 2 seasons, I think 3 seasons back, Nagelsmann, he was like the hipster's choice, because of his exploits with Leipzig. So that's De Zerbi at the moment. So yeah, man. I mean, I'll leave this decision to Ineos, I guess, because I want to see what approach they are going to take. Because right now, whatever decisions and appointments they have done have been spot on. I mean, we are going for Dan Ashworth. We already got Omar Barada, and we have some made higher. Jason Wilcox is here. So all these people are very experienced and have a good track record. So yeah,
Okay.
yeah. On this, yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Scala. This is what Most just sent to me coming from Nizar Cancela. He says Chelsea appointment was led by Winsterley and Stewart, who have built up an instant report from Maresca alongside a data analysis and background check. The Italian 44 impressed with the knowledge of the squad, and his connection to Guardiola is vowed positively. Feeling is he will fit in the structure and hope to agree conversation with Leicester City in the next days, according to Nisa
Who are these two
Cancela.
people?
And
Who is Win Stanley? Who is Win Stanley?
they
And
are
that
Chelsea
other.
sporting directors. They
So,
appoint the managers and bring
so,
players in.
Nee, just before you go to that one, can you go back to the tweet, please?
Yes,
Okay, so yeah, I just want to comment on this tweet. So I get the Pep Guardiola connection and whatnot. He has got that upbringing, if one use that term. He came through the ranks with Pep and he learned a lot from him. I get that, fair enough. But reading this, it looks like he had a chat with him and they liked him. He's a nice guy. We'll give him the job. Literally, he's a nice guy. Let's give him the job. Because if they're talking about the data, there's no data to suggest that he is the right man for the job. Data, if we're talking about stats, talking about data, then every manager out there that is applying for this job can show better data than what he has got for the time that he's been managing. So data, I'm not buying that. Pep Guardiola,
Facts. This guy's talking
one
facts
second,
now.
one second. Let me finish. Coming through the ranks of the Pep Guardiola, fantastic. But is that enough to qualify him to be the manager? The fact that he got on well with them, they had a chat and they hit, they hit off. They're happy with him. They think he's a nice guy. Does that qualify him to be the manager of Chelsea Football Club? I'm sorry, but these directors, they don't know what they're doing.
They don't, don't they? Fact, they don't know what I've just been trying to say a long mo. But these owners don't. But I have to be the wrong scenario, like with Nee, like these, like with these owners and these sporting directors. This cooperative of this post here, Nee, Nessau Kinsalia, what he's saying about thing. Where's more words to bring to the fan base about his CV and what CV would he bring to the table? What's his structure at the club's going to be? What is he actually working with? How's he going to redevelop these young players into coming like next season to be top four? What else are you going to allow him to bring to the table? What players would he have allowed to bring in? What kind of structure you're going to give, and what the medical team, all this kind. But this is. I've lost the words. I don't know what these directors are thinking in the structure, the way this is what I was trying to tell you earlier when DJ came in about Enzo Fernandez. When Verfield came in, he wanted the likes of Nagelsmann. He spoke about the structure, what these managers would do to Chelsea Football Club, and the Verfield never even got the chance to get a
can I
word in
come
at
in
this
real
time.
quick, Dan? Can I come in real?
It's just weird.
Dan, sometimes the only reason why I disagree with you with some of this issue is the owners have put people in place to do a job, and you always go on this owners to owners. Winstanley, Paul Stewart are not the owners of Chelsea Football Club. They work under Clearlake Capital. They put them in place to do a job. So if something is not going on right, It has to do with those two people. Leave Todd Bowley
Todd Bowley
or
and their body
Ekbali's
bring
name
them in. They
But
away.
weren't
Lee,
clear
but
that. It
Lee,
was Todd Bowley and their
On
body.
your debate, Lee, can I ask you a question then, bro? Because we're
Yeah,
talking about
yeah.
you're talking about these directors, right, and whatever, all these whatever. So tell me, when Christopher Vivell was in charge there, right? He opted for both he opted for both Luis Enrique and he opted for Nagelsmann to be our manager, right? He was more or less kicked out of the conversation because he goes, you guys don't know what apparently he was told he doesn't know what he's talking about, and they got rid of him and sacked him. Now, if you look at his choices, if you look at the choices he's made in terms of what managers they want to take the club forward, you're looking at Nagelsmann, the next big thing that's come out, and then you're looking at Luis Enrique, who's
Bayern Munich
literally
don't
more
want
or less one
Nagelsmann.
of them.
Bayern Munich don't want Nagelsmann.
Nagel,
Why should
no,
Chelsea
no.
go for him?
Well,
No,
Nagelsmann done a good
oh
job.
my God, Nagelsmann don't
No,
want
no.
Bayern Munich.
Nagelsmann done a good job at Bayern Munich, bro.
They don't want him back. They don't want him back.
No,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was Nagelsmann that he didn't want to go back to the work the way they mistreat him. Nagelsmann
Like,
rejected to remove back to
just,
Bayern Munich the way the way they rejected him, because after when they sacked him, they bring in Thomas Tuchel.
and
It's
just
not
like
because
Tuchel didn't want to go back. And Tuchel didn't want to go back
yeah,
to Chelsea for that
yeah, he
reason.
doesn't go
Because
back
they
to
are
Chelsea.
mistreating him. That's
Um,
facts.
Okay.
let me come in. Let me come in for a second.
Go ahead.
I agree with you, Nee, that the directors are the ones who make these decisions. I agree, 100%. However, who appointed these owners? Sorry, who appointed these directors? And
That's what I
who
said. The
is
owners
and
brought them in.
who yeah, and who is instructing these directors to do X and Y Z task? We
Correct.
have seen these owners interfere at the lowest level. They have come into the dressing room and they have talked to the players after a match. They have handed out bollockings to football players in the dressing room after a match, the owners of the club. So, does that mean that they have no say in what the directors are doing? No.
No.
The directors are implementing exactly what the owners are asking them to do. They are,
But
Iqbali is the one who is coming in and who is hiring and firing, which he has the right to do. Which he has the right to do. Iqbali choosing, who manages the team, the owner making that decision. I don't have a problem with that. Well, I mean, Abramovich used to do that, every other weekend. It was fine. I don't care. However, for me to now come in and say that this is not on Todd Bowley, not on Iqbali, not on Clear Lake, it's on the directors. No, the directors are implementing what these guys are saying. Now, I want to see directors who come in, who actually have a backbone, have a spine, and come in and do what is required of them, and have an opinion, have their own say. Do you know Petr Cech? He left the club because he saw this coming. Petr Cech wasn't sacked by Todd Bowley and Iqbali. Petr Cech walked out, and he walked out because he saw this was coming. Okay, so I want to see a change. I want to see directors who can come in and who can manage the football side of things independently of the owners. The owners are not going to allow that to happen. They're not going to allow that to happen because they want to be in control of every little thing for their model to apparently start working, which we haven't seen a sign of it happening, as of yet. So I will protect the owners when they do something right, but I will not protect them when all they're doing is messing up my club. And it's just the way I see it.
I agree. I agree with you
thanks, man.
100%. Fun to in the topic. Thank you very much for your comments as usual. We have Makim in the building. Before I come to get to Makim, I'll take some few words from Scala before I lose him on the show. Saskia Gunnar Casado, Kendi Pierce, Cole Palmer, is it? Yeah, Casado, Cassidai, sorry, Cassidai, Casado, Enzo Fernandez, Jackson, Cope, so Colwell, Gusto, Levi, Modric, Madwiki, David Washington. All these players are very, very young. It says huge. It says found owners get lucky. Bowley using Chelsea to leverage getting an NFL club someday. All right. Modric was the worst prize to result. Worst prize to result player. What do we have here? Okay. Make great young talent better. the key, according to Sasuke Guna. Thank you very much, guys, for your comment. There's a lot, so sometimes I go through some of them. But let me take some few words from Scala based on the discussion that we're having here. Then we'll go to our brother Makim. I know he has a lot to say in regards to the news he's been hearing. Scala, drop some few 2 cents show shit in case I lose you. I know I've taken enough from you regarding Manchester United, and also if you won't have anything to say regarding Chelsea, a new manager that they're trying to bring in. Go ahead and say it, sir.
Yeah, I mean, as I mentioned, like I haven't watched or know anything about this manager, but I mean, if he's a disciple of Pep, we can all assume that he prefers to play with the ball. I mean, at least the possession style of football, which I mean, I've never seen. I mean, I haven't seen many previous Chelsea managers trying to implement a possession style of football. That goes with my club as well. It's very much like attack or defend first, whether it's Conte or Mourinho or even under this guy Tuchel. I mean, you literally won the Champions League because of your defense. So yeah, I mean, I mean, it could be a masterclass or it could go very wrong, but I'm just concerned how football is going. I mean, there used to be a time where managers have to do so much of groundwork. I mean, if you look at David Moyes, he had to do so many jobs, small clubs, big clubs. Then only he got the United job. But now, like relegated managers and championship promoting managers, like they're getting these big jobs without any experience. I mean, it's a bit of a concern. That's my main thing. But look, Enzo Maresca, if he thinks he has the chops for a club like Chelsea, which, by the way, I mean, you guys sack managers for fun. At least with United, we at least some part of our fan base are emotionally attached to these managers for some weird reason. But at Chelsea, it's a very, very different level, man. I mean,
Man United's done it
especially,
like Man United sacked so many managers for fun and all, so you
yeah,
can't
not
really
really. I
compare
mean,
it
we
to
don't
so
really
you
sack. I
like
mean,
you never get you did because Andy Moses
literally,
Andy Moises
Dan,
came to your club and never gave you the chance of the ability to progress and then
who?
you gave him 6 months and then you
Yeah,
sacked him
after
off.
that, okay, that's like an exception. I mean, we gave Moyes 8 months, we gave Oli almost 3 years, despite him losing to a
Nagelsmann had a 3 year contract and he only had like a year left.
who? Nagelsmann
Ne-
never managed
no,
United.
not Van Ginkel. What's that?
Van Gaal.
Yeah, yeah. You
Yeah, he
gave
won us the
Moses a
FA Cup.
3.5 year contract. Never gave him the chance of his ability, and he was
Yeah, we
about
got
six,
sacked
eight
after
months since
winning the
that.
FA Cup. No, but
Yeah,
I mean,
but you
it's a
gave
bit
him all
different.
these other managers the 3 4 contracts, and in a year they all sat like
Yeah,
Jose
almost
Mourinho
all
won
of the
UEFA.
managers survived more than two years. I mean, but with Chelsea, you guys literally sacked like after two transfer windows.
Only
That's
since yeah, but
I,
it's only been
yeah,
since
but
hold
it
on,
was
hold on. And first of all, yeah, you're not gonna say that about Chelsea, like that.
100%.
We've won Champions League more recent times. We are more powerhouses, known as powerhouses compared to United. Yeah, in the last
Facts.
20 to 10 years.
and you're
Yeah,
so
so
triggered,
there's
man.
levels to
Every time
this.
you come,
And
you
as
are
far as
always
I'm
so triggered
concerned,
about
yeah,
whatever they say.
United,
You're
yeah,
always
United,
I
yeah, has
literally
had
mention
to
anything about your
come
club.
and follow
You're
or
just always
flow.
triggered.
You,
You're always
Man
triggered for
United,
some weird reason. You're
Man,
always
Man, Man
triggered.
United
Makim, let
Did
him
I
land.
say
are
anything
copying
about
us,
Chelsea? Did
yeah.
I say anything about
Makim,
Chelsea? Did
let
I
him
say
land.
anything
We're
about
really losing. Then
Chelsea?
you can
But
take the microphone.
do you know what I love about Man
Dan,
Oh,
Dan,
they're
United?
Dan.
copying us
Come on, your
because they're getting
Chelsea
rid of
players might go
managers
to they
just
won the
like we
FA
are.
Cup.
Yeah,
There's
I
no
was
You're in
making
the
difference
the
between
mud.
point.
them and
Make
You're in
the
the
us.
point
mud.
that
You're in
it
a
works for
crisis in the
you.
mud.
You're in the mud, mate, just like
You're
us.
sacking Ten Hag that's
You
won you
guys would
2 cups in the
Dan,
next
Dan,
two
please.
seasons,
I
and you're
And
mean,
then,
sacking him off.
Scala land.
And you
Scala
finished in
land.
eighth for
I
this
mean,
season
you
with
cannot have
bad
conversations
and a
with these
goal
people, man.
difference.
That's
We're
the
not
big
gonna.
problem.
We're not gonna.
Yeah.
85 goals conceded by Man United.
Dan, Dan, can
When did I say I
you
literally said it was a depressing season? I literally said it was a depressing season.
That's what he said. Let him like. I'm sure else I'm gonna listen to because it's midnight.
Yeah, I was
Where
literally
you?
gonna make the point that it works for Chelsea. I mean, Chelsea and Real Madrid are the only clubs where sacking managers work. I did say that it doesn't work for you.
You said that before here. Said that before here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Answer the
but we
question.
haven't sacked managers after managers. It's since these owners sacked managers after managers. Since Roman's area,
Whatever,
they
man.
didn't
That's
do
just
that.
semantics. Whatever. That's just semantics. That's not important. I
We used to,
never said.
when Roman's area, yeah. right, Skylar, right.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
works for
We had
you.
managers that we kept managers for 3 seasons, and if it didn't work out two
How many
seasons, they would have
managers
got
did you
sacked.
keep for 3 seasons? How many managers did you ever keep? Abramovich kept for 3 seasons.
Yeah, see, that's
It's
the
one
point.
manager.
You don't even know your own history, and you are talking rubbish, man. Do you?
18
No,
How many
months.
I
managers
do
you
know
kept?
my own history. When we had Jose Mourinho, we gave him 2 years, us
18
3 to 2
months as
years.
far as Chelsea manager has been. Any manager that has
Exactly.
been at the
Yeah,
football
but,
club only last
Graham
he's
Potter
Wait,
saying that
wait,
sacked,
he
wait,
got
wait,
Lampard
sacked.
sacked.
wait,
No, but
wait,
Nick,
wait,
this
wait.
Man United doesn't know our Chelsea Football Club. 'Cause I do
No,
know
no, no.
Chelsea history.
You're
He
saying
was
you
saying
giving us
that
wrong
with Roman
data.
Zerbi, we used to sack after the transfer to
No
summer. No, we
manager
didn't.
under
But
Roman
Nee,
era
but
lasted for
Nee,
3 years. Listen,
United have been copying our flow for the last 20 years. Do you not
Facts.
get it?
no, I understand what you're
They've
saying,
copied
but
how we do things.
Dan is saying something that is not right, and I'm trying to put him
Well, I
trying to
am right
correct him.
because
You get
okay,
what I'm saying?
how long was Chelsea? How long was Jose Mourinho at Chelsea Football Club? Nee? Was he
Jose
did this
Mourinho,
for the? Was he good? So he when he won the Premier League, he just got sacked just like that. Then yeah, he didn't have 2 years.
when Jose came in, after that, no one
How
else
many? No, right, Nee.
lasted for
Conte,
How many?
Conte,
How?
Conte, 2 seasons.
Yeah,
Conte
thank
got
you.
two seasons.
How many did Kone have? 2 seasons. How many
Two
did
seasons.
how many did Jose Mourinho have? Nee?
His first season. His
What,
first
what
season,
did you say? He got
he got
sacked his
2 years.
first season when he won the Premier League. That's what
No,
this
when he
guy's saying.
returned, he didn't last 18 months.
He got 2 seasons, that knee, and he
His
got
first,
sacked
no,
on the first season.
the first season for Jose, and that
He
one was
won
two
it.
seasons. But when he
2005 and
returned,
2006.
he didn't
He
last
won
long.
2 major trophies in 2 seasons. What are you on about?
That's not what I'm saying. I said his first season, that was, we all know that one. But when he returned, he didn't last 18 months.
But that was
And
in the fourth
so,
season.
sorry to interrupt, but Tuchel technically was also here for 2 seasons because he came in halfway through a season and he
Thank
exited
you,
halfway
Mo.
through the second season.
Thank you, Mo.
So
But I don't know
technically
Chelsea
as well.
history. Okay.
But forget about the season. How many months, Mo? How many
But
months?
Skylar was trying to say we
Because
sack
sometimes
managers
you have
after every
the
single transfer,
pre-season
every
break and
single
all that kind
summer.
of
Um,
We
stuff.
um,
sacked.
I mean, if we're going to get a calendar out and start counting how many days and how many weeks and how many,
No,
it's
too
not really
much. Just 2 months.
it's not really relevant.
Yeah.
The philosophy is what we're talking about here. Okay,
Exactly.
now
I'm not saying that it's about transfer windows. I'm just saying that
yeah, it's the
at
philosophy.
Chelsea, if you don't do well, you get sacked. That's what I'm saying. But
Okay.
that's very different case at
All
United.
right.
That
Scala,
was
wrap
my
up.
point.
Scala, wrap up so we can go to Makim. I know he's got a lot
Yeah,
to
and you can
encounter
go
here.
on to him, man. That guy is always triggered for some weird reason.
But
You
big
can go
up,
on to him.
Skylar. Big up, Skylar.
Yeah,
Scala,
listen, you know,
thank you very much.
we have to put you in the right place here because you're getting a bit out of line. I have to remind you here that you've been copying our flow bar for bar for the last 20 years. You've taken our leftovers, you've taken Mourinho, you've taken Mount. Like, let's not do this. Like, we've been on the last 20 years, yeah, we've been more relevant on the scene than in Europe than United ever like has. Like
100% Mackey.
let's not act like we're under there and they're up here. No, you're eight. Yeah, you're not all that.
And
You're in the
how
mud,
many
mate.
minus goals did they get this season? And then they're talking about FA Cup. Well, we relegated Chelsea to the Conference League. No, we might not be in no Europe this season because these owners was expecting to drop out. If we was going to be in the UEFA European Cup next season, they're
Yeah.
on about, or if if it's the Mickey Mouse European Cup, yeah. But if the structure of Chelsea Football Club does, yeah, of these owners do want to drop out because the FFP of deciding on a contract of the agreement and drop us out of European this season. Are you going to be happy, Neil, about them dropping out as European? Well, we haven't seen European football for
No.
the last 2 seasons.
Let's take it this way. We all everything here now. It looks like hypothetically we are talking about if this, if that, if that. Enzo is in. It looks like the guy is going to be our next manager. Let's support the football club. That's all I'm going to say right now. But
I will support
Makin,
my Chelsea.
Is
I
it
support.
confirmed? Is it confirmed?
it's
No,
almost
hasn't
there.
yet. No,
It hasn't
it's
been confirmed,
confirmed
but
yet.
it looks like he's going to be the guy.
Oh my God, we are really settling for interim managers. Is this real?
And for another 2 years, Makin.
Makim, I'm going to give you the microphone. Go for it. Whatever you've heard, whatever you want to say. Don't let the man over there called Dan interrupt you. You know him,
I
right?
don't need to know.
I want to
I'm just
know.
speaking facts. I'm
Yeah,
speaking
well,
facts
just
about. But McKean,
Well,
what I'm trying to
this is
explain to you is that I
look.
don't really speak to
Let me
McKean that much.
let
Yeah,
me.
I
Fabrizio
don't really
Romano
speak to
tweeted
McKean that
this,
much. So
and
McKean,
Mo just sent this to me. I want you to read it. This is so we all know where we are. This is the first one coming from Nizar Cancela, who also reports for Chelsea, which is what's his name
these
again?
guys are moving like tyrants, you know.
Rich Stanley and
These guys.
Stewart appointed his guy.
I
And then
won't call him
Fabrizio
pirates.
also tweeted this a while and not too long ago. He says Enzo Maresca has also informed Leicester City of his desire to sign for Chelsea. The agreement between Maresca and Chelsea on the contract is being sealed. No issue on salary. I understand also Maresca staff is now also being discussed in the club to club compensation talk. So apparently that is where we are. Maresca is going to be
Oh, dude.
Chelsea new manager. But I don't want you to get discouraged. Let's talk. You can talk about his style of football if you're really into it. Forget about championship entry. Just worried about the knowledge that is the style and knowledge that this guy has. If he can really improve young players. Remember, injury free. We were dealt with 15 injury players in the list pretty much almost every game. If not 15, it's 10 due to Mauricio Pochettino's training is it methodology. So let's talk
Ne-
about yes, sir.
Needs.
I
Is
know.
it?
I know.
Is
Sorry,
So
sorry,
he's
sorry,
free
are they
today,
going to
but
let him be the
before,
coach?
just before backing comes in, the reason
Yeah,
why I
yeah, yeah.
sent you this, the reason why I sent you this tweet is because of literally the last sentence on there. It says, "Understand." Also, Maresca staff is now also being discussed in the club-to-club compensation talks. Okay, so
Oh my
they
God.
have they have reached that point. All right, so now they are talking about his entourage. You know who's going to come with him. Right
Right.
now, if they have reached that point, that means everything else is done and dusted. Okay, so terms, the situation between us and Leicester City, that's all done and dusted, and now we are at the final stage. This last line, this last sentence, that tells you a lot. It tells you that we are now completing this deal. Wouldn't be surprised if we hear something tonight or tomorrow to confirm this as a here we go from Fabrizio Romano or as a done deal, David Einstein dagger. So
Yep.
just because McKean was asking, is this confirmed? McKean, this is as close as it's going to be before it's actually officially announced. So I just wanted to let you know.
oh, go on Matt Law's Twitter. Go on Matt
This
Law's.
is scary, man.
Nee, go
Right
on
out
to Matt
there.
Law's. He talks about Enzo Marissa about something.
You know,
No,
we're
you're not
never
gonna
gonna
like it. No,
attract
Mo.
like
Mo, you're not gonna like it.
our
You know,
days, yeah. Our
click on
days
Matt
of
Law's
Champions
post.
League worthy managers here are done. You guys do realize that, Ellen?
Yeah, I said this. I said this. I said
McKean.
this time. Makeem, I said,
There's no more big names coming now. This is it. This is it.
Makeem, I said this to you, brother, time ago, brother. I said to you this time ago. I said to you, with this ownership, okay, and with the directors they've taken on board, don't expect these good managers to come on board now anymore because it ain't going to happen. Those days are gone. What we need, what that club basically needs, until Win Stanley and Stuart Little get out of our football club, yeah, these guys are going to carry on. You know, if Maresca doesn't work next season, he'll probably be sacked by Christmas. And they're going to look at the next big thing that comes in. Maybe they go back for McKenna again, or they might even go for Thomas Frank again. But these are the kind of managers we're going to go. These are the managers we're going to start going for, bro. It's going to be simple as that. It's going to be that all along.
And guys, do you know if Maresca comes through the door to become Chelsea manager, you know who that assistant manager is going to be? Willie Caballero,
former goalkeeper, right?
Former goalkeeper.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Kepa. Yeah, Kepa. Let's not say McKean. Wait, Mo. Go on to Matt Law. Go on to Matt Law's statement
I'm right
about
there.
Enzo.
Okay, I was just there. I was looking at the one coming from this
Yeah,
one.
just click on Matt Laws quickly. And this ain't gonna be a moose and all on Matt Laws.
Yeah, I have all these notification turned on. So if Matt Law, unless I go search for it, let me go for it. All right.
To be fair, I've disabled notifications from Matt Law as well. Just saying.
Yeah, people said it's gossip. All right, so Dan, what am I looking at? This? Oh, what am I looking at, Dan?
There's a go up because you're too fast for me.
I don't want these videos to show on the screen.
Refresh his page.
Well, I just click on the page.
In the Conte situation, yeah. Right,
This one.
refresh his page. We just basically refresh it, yeah. The Conte, there's a thing about he's talking about this manager for Leicester. You need to refresh it.
I just click on the page, Dan. All right, I'll
Yeah,
refresh
you
it for
refreshed
you.
it.
Right there.
All right, let me screenshot it and I'll send you it. What Matt Lawster said about on the Leicester manager.
Let me go down.
This is crazy because I'm starting to feel like Potter is no.
Is it this one from London's Blue Podcast?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, there it is. Yes, there it is.
My love special. Oh, you gotta listen to it. Probably video.
No, but this is what I put this up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Matt Law's special, Chelsea manager Matt Law, yeah. The last Super Wide Potts was sacked after dinner with Bowie White, Enzo Maresca, yeah, right. He did the space the other day on these big fans or like. Just go. Sorry, my boy's trying to talk. But
what did he say?
Basically, he came out on Ben Jacobs' space, right? Who's there's the community. Oh, it was so funny. It was so funny. Right? He said about Enzo Maresca, yeah, could do better potential manager than any experienced managers. He was all about Enzo Maresca has the knowledge of understanding young players with development to make them sussy to be better players. He did it with Leicester City players. That's how you see the winger was like the. I think he said that the winger for Leicester was provided of one of the best players of the season, of the outstandings or made players. He can make players. Like when they bring a goalkeeper in for Leicester, yeah, he's made that goalkeeper to be world class. So, like to be potential really good for Leicester goalkeeper, yeah. So if he comes into Chelsea, yeah, who's going to be the favourites to be the next for next season's goalkeeper? It's going to be Kepa, isn't it? Nee.
Just next goalkeeper.
You know, for Enzo Maresca now is going to be official Chelsea's manager. He's going to be the next potential. He's going to keep Kepa. He's going to keep Kepa next season, and he's going to like Kepa, and Kepa's going to have first game of football. Why he's on loan to Real Madrid?
Yeah, Kepa is not going to be in Chelsea's next goalkeeper. It's going to be what's his name again? Our keeper that we have right now. There's no need to bring in Kepa.
I'm telling you. I'll tell you now. Kepa's not going to go nowhere because it's going to be struggle selling him. Real Madrid don't want him, right? And he's only on loan to Real Madrid. And now he's probably back now in the DJ. Kepa will be back now, Makin, isn't it?
Yeah,
but it doesn't mean that he's going to be Chelsea's number one. It doesn't mean he has to prove himself.
Yeah, that's true as well. But he will be back at the club after his loan spell's done. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
The situation is right. The loyalty standards have gone down the window now. We ain't getting no good players in. We're not going to get Victor Osimhen. So who's our next striker target now?
Oh, there are players out there, and there are a lot of players out there Chelsea can bring in. There are a lot of players. There are a lot of strikers out there. We have this guy from Amaron's team, Sporting CP, which is going to be a little bit cheaper than Victor Osimhen. Because we have to think about it. Victor Osimhen did it hugely one season, and after there has been injuries and ups and downs. And it's not a player that I really fancy. I fancied Gyökeres from Sporting CP. He comes from the bench. He makes a difference. Big up to you, Jayton White T. It says what's it again? It says more tanks. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, where did Mo go? Mo just disappeared. Just went.
Yeah. Mo disappeared. I think he sent me a private message. I didn't see it on time to react on it, so that's why he left. He says, I've been bounced. He said I have to bounce. Big up all day. He's been up all day, so thank you very much, Mo. Like I said.
Yeah, it's gonna be Benjamin Sesko, guys. Who's gonna be coming in?
Benjamin Sesko. Either Sesko
come on.
Sesko.
Probably will be.
Come on.
This is a complete middle, bro.
It's not better than what we have.
And is this Benjamin Sesko going to
We
score
don't need
banging
Ivan
30
Toney.
goals a season? Don't think so.
I don't really want Sesko. I want the guy from.
Benjamin Sesko, he's
I
just
don't want.
another
Lukaku's
Tammy
coming back.
Abraham, man.
I just got a feeling, DJ Nee, Lukaku's coming back next summer. He's going to be our main striker.
Oh no. You see, this is why I think the Osimhen deal could happen, because do you know you guys know that Conte's an ex-Napoli manager, right? You guys know that?
Yeah, Napoli. Yeah.
Yeah, he's an ex-Napoli, and the guy who's at the one of the directors who wanted them at Juventus, one of the directors at Juventus who wanted Lukaku at Juventus is now one of the directors at Napoli. So it's more than likely that they could do some kind of a deal there where they could let Lukaku go to Napoli and we could get Osimhen coming to Chelsea, plus money. That could still happen.
But DJ, did you reckon that's going to happen though?
Well, in an ideal world, that should happen, but with what's going on now, probably not. No, but it should happen in an ideal world. Yes. But like I said,
Lukaku, that's a sensitive subject, you know, Dan. Like, it's just bad, man. Like you'd expect a man like him and Tammy Abraham to like slam in headers and stuff, but no, it's nothing like that. They're ball to feet guys. It don't make sense. So I don't know, like how anyone's gonna like outshine like Jackson, because
Nico Jackson.
what Jackson brings, I don't see any striker bringing that for us.
No, I think
He needs somebody to bring the ball down. He needs a big man up there.
We need a striker.
Do you know what, guys? We might end up even getting an Iheanacho or even a Daka from Leicester, because he's played with them many.
Oh yeah,
come on.
Yeah. This is what I'm saying. You might bring some Leicester players in that show.
Chelsea won't fall for that. That one.
Of course they will. These top body in their body will want them.
Well, they're coming in.
No, come on.
I'm not saying they will. Listen. I'm not saying that will happen.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I know, but what I'm saying
No,
is
but
they're
DJ,
coming in.
DJ, going from Kudus, to Dakar, that's a big gap,
man.
you know.
100% big gap.
100%.
100%. Listen, Kudus has been linked with us, and so is Elise. Now, again, these owners have basically said they don't care who the manager is; they're going to sign the players anyway, whoever the manager is. So we might still end up with Elise and possibly even Kudus from West Ham. I ain't going to complain at that.
Could I, Nick, DJ? Yeah. We got FIFA World Cup next summer. All right, against Real Madrid, Barcelona.
Oh, don't remind me of that.
No. Well, we have. So,
with this manager.
And we got this manager who hasn't got only won the championship. So you're relying on this manager to go into this FIFA World Cup to go do something magic there and bring in no good talent players.
He won't last.
He won't last. I'm telling you.
With a second-hand Pep, bro. That is long, bro.
He'll probably be sacked by Christmas, bro.
This is what I'm saying. We're back to square one.
So Makeem, please, when my United fan come on the show, please sometimes take it easy on him, okay? Please take it easy on him.
Okay.
Yeah. Sky, no.
He brings me some United news already. Yeah, please.
We'll take it easy on him.
No, it was Dan. Dan was going hard.
Was it me? You said about
you said attacking him about, and I'm saying he's saying something. He hasn't even finished his point yet. Let him land. You took his words away from him. All right, Sasu Guna said the word. Big up to you. This is greetings from Chelsea perspective to Makeem himself. Sasuke Guna said World Club Cup 25 in USA after Copa America 24 in USA, and 2026 soccer coming home, Canada, USA, and Mexico. Absolutely, a lot of work for us to do. We Phantom, we've seen what you're trying to show us. Now you're showing us a Roma jersey. I don't know what you're up to, Phantom. What's up, Phantom? Welcome back again.
Well, I'm wearing my Roma shirt, the one I got when Tammy Abraham went to Roma.
Phantom, listen again. You don't have to bring the camera close. We can hear you. I always
Well,
tell
it's
you this.
because I can
All right.
barely hear you.
Oh,
But
okay.
anyways, okay, it's okay. I just wanted to say that you guys do know that Tammy Abraham's injury last season might have been career ending. We're not sure yet whether he's ever going to come back. It's that serious. It's that serious. Yeah, he might never play again. Tammy.
Yeah, I mean, I thought he came back a
Yeah,
month ago.
I
So,
thought that too.
but
I know it
but
was bad.
anyways, I'm not even trying to figure out the Chelsea thing is done. Enzo is the new coach. What I'm trying to figure out is after Ten Hag gets fired, who is going to be the new Manchester United coach? Is it going to be Tuchel or is it going to be Mourinho? Because either way, I might have to go on loan to Manchester United. I mean, that's kind of a sick thought, but
It's
and also,
between
is Tottenham going to keep their coach, what's his name, Postecoglou or
Postecoglou.
something like that? I
Postecoglou.
mean, if
Postecoglou.
Tuchel said he was a childhood fan of Tottenham, can you imagine me going on loan to Tottenham and
Would you?
becoming
Seriously, brother, would
and
you
rooting
seriously go
on
to Tottenham?
my brother Sung Hee
Right,
Min?
would you, Phantom, serious question, would you do it like DJ said?
Seriously, would you do that?
Well, go to Tottenham. Sung Hee Min is my very favorite player in the entire Premier League, so I don't see a problem with that. No,
Oh, he's got an out.
but
I'm
no, I
That's an
proper
mean, I
out.
just
Chelsea
don't
That's
like
supporter.
an
North
out.
London. It's like where do they
I think
play
if you
like
gulag
really
him,
far up
gulag this
north,
guy.
right? In like
This
Enfield or
guy's gonna go
something
alone to
weird like
Spurs
that. I
team.
don't want to go to those kind of
Where's the problem?
neighborhoods.
A Chelsea supporter is always a Chelsea supporter. I
I've
don't
been a
know where
Chelsea
this
supporter
ridiculous on
since
loan.
2018. I came to Chelsea because of
Yeah,
Christian
but I've
Pulisic.
never. I don't hear DJ saying go alone to Tottenham or because Chelsea Tottenham
I never
hated
leave
club,
Chelsea. I just go on
hated club.
loan.
Right, fair enough.
But I've been on loan
Human
for a
Human
while now
support.
because I can't come
You went to
back because
Fulham. Well, you went
Clear
to
Lake
Fulham
is
though.
You
messing
went to
things up.
Fulham. You moved to
Phantom, you went to
Fulham.
Fulham, bruv. You went to Fulham, didn't
I
you?
went.
Yeah, you
I
went to
went to
Fulham.
Fulham on loan. My going to Fulham was no different than Brozier went to Fulham or Ruben Loftus-Cheek
Hey,
went to
Phantom,
Fulham. They
Phantom,
went there
Phantom,
on loan.
Phantom.
I
You
went there
understand
Hey,
the
on
big
loan,
man.
rules?
Dan.
Hey, big,
I went there on
big man.
loan. I've been with
As a
Chelsea the
Chelsea
whole
player,
time.
if you're in the
Who
first
are you
leg or
supporting
in the
in the
mood of
playoffs?
Chelsea not doing good, you stick with one team. You don't
I
loan
don't
out
know
to
who
Who
the
are
another
you
other
club.
support?
person is. I've
Who
never met you
who?
before, but anyways,
No, there's no Steph. Yeah, there's no LeBron. Yeah, the big three are not around. Yeah, who's
look,
your playoff team
I've
this
been
season?
playing for Chelsea the whole time. I mean, I've been a fan of Chelsea the whole time, but sometimes when Chelsea's
But
not
Phantom, did
doing
we
well,
not
I
beat
go
Fulham
on
twice this
loan.
season? We beat Fulham twice this season, didn't we?
I've been on loan to Roma too.
Yeah,
I've been on
but
Ah,
and
Phantom,
I've
we
been
what?
beat
Who's
Fulham
your
twice this
basketball
season.
team?
actually,
Mate,
I'm
what?
not.
What's your
Chelsea is not
basketball
my
team?
first team. Dortmund is. I came with Christian Pulisic from Dortmund to Chelsea. I'm not proper Chelsea. No, I didn't go through the Chelsea academy. I went through the Dortmund academy.
Phantom's just he's a football goy, mate.
Phantom, big man. What basketball team are you supporting this season?
I'm usually
For the
my team
playoffs.
is already out. I'm Phoenix, Arizona. That's where I'm from. I've been loyal to them
Mhm.
since what 1980, and I've been loyal to the Dallas
Are you
Cowboys
going?
in
You going out
football
alone
in
on another club
NFL
then?
since
Phantom, are you
1977.
gonna
But
go on
as
another? Are you
far as
gonna?
Oh, now we're
English
talking.
Premier
Yeah, yeah,
football, I'm
yeah.
kind of like a trophy hunter. That's who I am.
So
He
Phantom.
goes.
My
So
my
you're
team.
loyal to your basketball
No, it's
team,
normal.
but you're gonna loan.
He's
They're
supposed to
just saying
Phoenix
bad. Yeah, you're
Suns.
gonna
It's
loan out.
normal.
Hey,
You're
Makes
Makeem,
going to
sense.
another basketball
I'm
Makeem,
team.
my
from
basketball
Phoenix.
team
That's
will
where I'm
always be
from.
Chicago Bulls,
I've
bruv.
lived in Phoenix the majority of my
Yeah,
lifetime.
Chicago
Just
Bulls.
yeah,
like
They're my
me is
team.
living in Detroit, he's supporting the Detroit Lions, right?
yeah. But the
I
Phoenix
hear.
ain't really done much
And
in
Detroit
like
Pistons. Yeah, well, I mean, we
since
had
like come on like
Phoenix in 2021. I thought we were gonna win the championship, beat Milwaukee, and everything. I thought my stepfather from the heavens was blessing us, but not to be. But anyways, I'm sorry. I don't want to get off topic from the football.
yeah.
I'm
So
just
you're
saying
a
that this
Phoenix
Maresca
your Phoenix
person
Suns
doesn't even.
fans, yeah, would not
Hmm?
know, yeah, exactly, yeah, exactly how because Phoenix Suns they don't win championship, no, they don't win it. Chelsea
We
win
were in the finals once in
Champions League.
1976, and then we were in
I
the
wasn't
finals
born.
again in 1996.
Hey, listen, Chicago Bulls, man. Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan, and
All right,
Dennis Rodman, man. They were the ones back in the day.
You don't want.
all right, guys. Do not forget to drop a like on the video.
Thanks,
As we're
DJ.
still streaming, we got some few minutes to wrap up the show today. Big up to my man, Adidance. I'm sure that's his name. Adidance said that's so annoying. How would you talk over each other? I've said this many times, guys.
Sorry.
I told
Sorry,
you.
guys. Sorry.
This is
Well-
this is someone just first time joining us on the show. I haven't seen him before. When you guys talk over each other,
sorry.
it's very
It's
difficult.
Phantom giving me
Dan
Lakers
loves
fans
to
vibes.
talk
That's
over
what it is.
everyone. If we don't talk
See,
over
DJ,
Dan, he
it's
never even
Phantom,
stops. So you just have to keep
Phantom, you're
talking
bad.
over Dan.
Talking
Dan,
over each other, man. It's
we're
not
just
good.
talking about this right now, and you just jump in.
Oh, sorry,
That's
no,
the way Dan
I
is.
just come back.
Because
I
he's
just came back.
Fofana Dan.
Nee,
He's
I just
loyal
came
to
back. Yeah, I just
Fofana.
came back.
He's-
Yeah, I can
Hey,
hear.
hey,
I can hear three of these
he
talking
said
over
that
each other.
Fofana's going to play 20 games this season. So we'll
Well,
see.
Phantom, and if he does, man, you'll be
But
hushed
let
up.
him
But you're not a
finish,
Chelsea
Dan.
supporter, so you won't know.
Dan, let him just finish what he's saying. Then you can also jump in.
Okay,
Come on.
well, the only thing I'm saying is that Tammy's career might be done, kind of like Chilwell's career kind of is done. I mean, compare the Chilwell before he got injured to Chilwell now. Chilwell is like a shadow of his former self, kind of like Hazard. Eden Hazard's career was over after his injury too, and Tammy Abraham might be in that kind of position. So. I feel bad for him, but that's what it is. And I hope Roma does buy Lukaku. Wouldn't that be awesome? He's only 38 million euro or something like that, right? What a bargain. I mean, because Lukaku does score in Serie A, in the football Italian league. He loves it there. So I hope, someone does pick up his contract from us so we can just move on from Lukaku.
Yeah, Napoli.
I agree on that. I actually agree on that. I actually thought, you know what, Phantom at first, yeah, sorry, man, you're giving me Laker fans vibes. That's why I was like, yeah, this guy's a Laker fan. He's just glory hunting here.
No.
But then now I know
In American
I
sports,
know what you're talking about.
I take American
Hold on,
sports
Phantom.
very
Hold on.
serious.
Hold on, Phantom. Let him finish.
It's kind of like,
Hold on. Let him finish, Phantom. You just dropped down. So, Makim, go ahead.
No. Go ahead, Phantom. Go ahead.
All right,
You
Phantom.
yeah, no, look, I'm 52 years old.
Hold on, Phantom. Phantom, hold on. We can't hear you. Phantom. Quit talking.
English soccer doesn't mean that much to me. So, I mean, you guys are entertaining and everything, but I don't live and die. I feel bad every time the Dallas Cowboys, doesn't make the Super Bowl. But and Phoenix Suns, yeah, we've never won the championship. We've been to the championship a few times, but lost it. First time, who was it, to Boston? We lost
That's
it in
why you
triple
like
overtime
Tottenham.
in Game 7.
Yeah.
And
That's why
then
you
the
like the
second
Spurs.
time we
That's why you like
lost.
Tottenham.
The second time we lost to the Chicago Bulls, and that was not even close. And then this third time to the Milwaukee Bucks, who we should have beaten. We should have beaten them. So.
All right, we're going off topic a little bit. Phantom, can you wrap it up for us? Because
yes, I will wrap it up with this. Okay, I would like you, Nee. I would like you to do a show on when Ten Hag gets fired. Who is going to be the Manchester United coach? Because you said you wanted to try to make it more universal and not just a Chelsea show, right?
I mean, the reason why what I used to do is I pick up one topic, but underneath the topics, there are other underneath the main subject of the show, there are other topics in the show all the time that we do talk about. So if Ten Hag would have been sacked, he would have been in the list of my stream discussion.
Okay, well, no, you mean when Ten Hag gets sacked, because that board is going to sack him, and I want either Tuchel or Marino to go there so that I can root for a Tuchel or Marino team. I'm going to either Tuchel or Marino, whichever one gets hired first. I'm going to go on loan to that team.
Take Mourinho out. Mourinho is not going to go to Man United. Mourinho is on the way of joining Saudi, a new promoted team in Saudi Arabia. He's about to take that job. So Mourinho, take them out. Find someone else and put your bet on. If you're talking about Mourinho, you're going to lose.
Saudis and all.
So Tuchel or someone else. can
Well,
be there.
Tuchel's going to go somewhere this season in the Premier League. He said he
Yeah,
wants to
No,
come
he's
back.
not. He
Mourinho
doesn't
is
want to
joining the
bring
Saudi league.
any other manager in the Premier League. He's come out of it.
Maybe Tuchel can go to Southampton or something. I don't know.
Tuchel's not going to just.
Phantoms.
Tuchel.
Tuchel
Or
just
how
came
about
out. He doesn't
Tuchel
want to
will
join
go
any other
to
Premier League. He's going
Leicester
to the
City because
Saudis.
Leicester City needs a new manager,
Boy.
right?
No
Wait,
Champions
Nick,
League
can
winning
Phantom hear
team.
me? Can Phantom hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Dan.
All right. Thomas Tuchel has announced, yeah, that he doesn't want to join any other Premier League. Yeah, he's looking to go to the Saudis. They're looking at
Done.
Arsenal, some Saudi club called Nasser. I think Ben Simmer plays for him. The manager there. They're looking
Dan,
at
can I ask you a
potentially him
question?
going there.
Where did you read this from?
It's on
Where
the
did you read it?
it's on the football.
I'm not going to Saudi League though.
It was on the
Dan,
football.
I'm
It was
not
on the
going to
football
Saudi League. So
thing.
I don't know where I'm going on loan this season, but I'm not going to be with Clear Lake if they're going to
But
be
also,
firing Poch
there's
like
been
this.
rumours if Southgate don't do any criteria for England in the Euros this summer, because they know that England's
Who
looking at
is?
Zach and Thomas.
Let me ask you,
They're
Dan,
looking
since
at
you know
Thomas
everything.
Tuchel for England.
Where is Unai Emery right now?
Aston
Aston
Villa.
Villa.
At Aston
And
Villa?
he's got a
Oh,
5-year
great.
contract
I
now.
might go to loan at Aston Villa then, because I really like him.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
just signed.
You greedy.
Okay,
He's just signed.
thank you, everybody.
All right,
Thank
do
you for your
Do you know
time.
what,
Thank you
DJ?
very much, Phantom.
Don't bite too Phantom, because
Yeah, big up Phantom.
I don't know what club he
Big up to you,
supports.
Phantom. Thank you very much. We'll see you some other time. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Let's take some 60 seconds away from my brother McKean. We go to DJ Sab. Then we go to Dan, my co-host for the day. We go to McKean. McKean, a few words from you. Enzo Maresca is in. Apparently, presumably he'll be the guy in there for Chelsea. What's your take on it? Wrap it up for us, Dan.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
McKean.
Okay, boys. We need to strap on our belts here because this is going to be they're gearing us for a mid-off, like for like mid-level performances are going to be accepted now. And now I feel like what Poch said about the Chelsea is not the Chelsea of the old. I think that's what he was meaning about. And Paul Winstanley and those guys as directors, they need to be stopped because they're just running wild. And these decisions, they don't fit us. It's like they're in that because remember, yeah, they left a message, yeah, saying, "Oh, we're doing what was." They left a message to the fans recently, like a few months ago, saying, "Oh, we're doing what we're supposed to do." Basically saying that we don't care what the fans are saying, we're doing what we have to do because we have a job. It looks like they're sticking to that model. I don't think Paul Winstanley and those guys are budget, and it's scary to me, to be honest. And we could just, at this moment, it's just vibes, to be honest, until we can get something serious coming in. That's my 2 cents.
Thank you, thank you very much. Maybe I don't know if DJ will react to that. DJ, over to you. Makim has dropped his 2 cents on it.
Yeah, listen, I 100% agree with McKean regarding the Maresca signing. Listen, I said it already. I want to be proved wrong. And if he does come in and he does do a job for us, then I'll shut up and just say, okay, well done, they got it right. But at this moment in time, and obviously I can't judge anything now. I'm not going to judge anything now because the new season hasn't kicked off. We've had no pre-season friendly, so we don't know how this guy is going to line up the team. But from what Mo said earlier on, and to what I've read and what I've seen, his what's that? What's that?
Sorry, I had a call. Sorry.
No, bro, that's all right, bro. Sorry. Yeah. So from what I've seen and what I've read as well, his record isn't that great. Yeah, he plays great football. Yes, he scores a lot of. Yes, they score a lot of goals with him, but he also concedes a lot as well. So that'll be my concern as well going into next season. Again, because let's be real here, under Pochettino we conceded 60 goals. Before that, under Lampard and the Potter season, we conceded 58 goals. right? So, that's one thing that needs to be sorted out next season. And whether if this guy is known for his attacking football, then we all know that he's also known for getting goals conceded as well. So that'll be my worry going into next season with this manager. He's on a 2-year contract. We all know when you're on that number 2-year contract, it means more or less the board don't fully really believe in this guy. And I think if he doesn't get up to where he needs to get, it won't be long till the fans start getting on this guy's back again, and he'll probably be sacked by Christmas. So listen, I might be wrong, as I said. Hopefully he'll prove me wrong. But at this moment, I just don't have the confidence with him at this moment in time. But as I said, I can't judge him at the same time because I've got to see what this guy's going to actually do when he starts pre-season. And just going on to the one other thing on Emery, the guy's just signed a new 5-year contract at Aston Villa. By the way, I don't know if you guys have read that. So just like he's going anywhere anytime.
Yeah, that's
soon.
what I said to Phantom. That's what I said to Phantom.
So,
And then our brother on the chat just said that what's his name again? Mauricio Pochettino could make a move to Manchester United. So if we want to add that to
it's between Pochettino and De Zerbi for the Manchester United job. That's what I've heard anyway.
Good for them. Good for them. You know what? For having the right directors and the right people in place to have that happen for them, to have good options, unlike us.
And guys, don't you think it's too quick for Mauricio Pochettino to jump from one job to the other, and he keep failing? He failed at PSG, and he came to Chelsea, hasn't gone well. Then from there, he's going to another club that is similar to Chelsea, which is Manchester United.
The difference, isn't he, is that at Manchester United, he'll have to he'll
have the back. He'll have
to back him. They'll back him. They'll have the patience with him. Let's be real here. He's been on Manchester United's list on list of candidates and managers for a long time now. We're getting back now.
Very long time.
For a very, very long time. So they've obviously done their homework and drills on this guy. They know what he's all about. And I think if he goes to Manchester United, look, as I said, I've never rated him as a Chelsea manager, as you all know. But I think a club like Manchester United would suit him, and he's got a good place to work with there. And I think he's going to have the experience. This is what he asked for at Chelsea. He's got the experienced players around him, and he's also going to be bringing some of his own players in there. So
and it's also going to be experienced, and it's going to be experienced players.
Yeah, and don't be surprised now that with all this talk of us talking about Elise coming to Chelsea, don't be surprised if Elise ends up at Manchester United next season.
100%.
Thank you very much. Let's go to 100%. 100%, take it over.
100% knee, like it's Akar, Todd Bowen, and Ed Bartley doing great stuff. No, what I'm saying is, knee.
Yes, sir.
Well done, director Stuart Risley Stanley, and whatever is Lawrence, whatever you want to call him. Well done to bring in a manager. It's got none criteria of experience apart from winning a championship. That's our level.
Breaking news here. Let me reveal this real quick. Sergio Conceição has decided to leave FC Porto, activating the next clause into his current agreement. Porto have started looking for a new head coach, and Conceição could announce his exit soon, as reported by Record Portuguese reports.
Really?
Record.
They're all hustling, isn't it?
Maybe he's going Leicester. Maybe he's going Leicester or Manchester United. Wouldn't surprise me.
Manchester United
Olympique Marseille. Olympique Marseille is pushing for Conceição. Olympique Marseille.
Oh, Olympique Marseille. Did you say?
Marseille. Yeah, French Olympique Marseille.
Breaking news: Conceição to Chelsea.
Conceição. It's Conceição.
But does that mean? Does this mean? Yeah.
Anything to Chelsea is not true. If they say he's going to Chelsea, it's not true. Chelsea with Maresca is almost done.
But what I'm saying is, it's now Enzo is the coach. Do you reckon Fabregas will be assistant coach?
Olise won't join Chelsea according won't join us according to Kim. So
agree. He won't. He won't join us. He'll go United.
I mean, we have more in our squad than Elise. We don't need Elise. Do we need Elise,
Of
DJ?
course we do. It's better than bloody Modric
Well,
and.
put it this way, bro. Put it this way, bro. Think
Yeah.
about this for next season, guys. I said this already. If we end up, I'm saying it's not going to happen, but if we end up, I'm just going for if we can get them, I'll be happy. If we end up getting, hypothetically, if we end up getting Osimhen, okay, and we get Elise, can you imagine that trio next season of Elise, Palmer, and Cuckoo, okay, and Elise and Osimhen as that front four next season? That's gonna be scary as anything next season for any team that we're playing against.
That's facts. And also, if you look at Eliso's profile, what he's doing at Palace with that striker for Crystal Palace, and Eze, all three of them been working tactical good to get all three together.
Don't you think
Olise is unnecessary, man? That's an overkill. There's no need for it.
You think it's
The maddest thing, yeah, like Olise's position, yeah, is one of we've got that covered. It's one of the very only positions, yeah, that we actually got covered.
Yeah.
Why can't we focus on the areas, yeah, that we're lacking in? We got the new left back.
That's what I was talking about. That we don't need Elise in the team. We have players that can start from the bench and come to the
Who's going to replace Gallagher?
I was just saying hypothetically, guys. I'm not saying he's going to come to Chelsea. I was just saying that would be a scary four next season. That's all I'm saying. I don't think it's going to happen though. But
that's an overload, man.
Yeah, maybe.
We're going to rely on Cassidy, on Conor Gallagher now, on the bench once Conor Gallagher goes. Are we going to rely on Carney Chukwuemeka, who's going to go out on loan next summer? Oh, do you know what? Do you know what?
I saw a picture here. Very interesting.
Hey, I've got a song, Chelsea win the championship. We're getting over in the league.
So these two guys have worked under Amorim before.
Who's that? Lavia and Cole Palmer, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I know they have.
Oh, yeah, with Enzo.
Not Amorim. Sorry, did I say Amorim?
Enzo.
Yeah, Enzo. Yeah. So these two guys, they already know him. They know the philosophy. They know the style. I know Lavia has been gone for a while from Southampton. He played in the league 2 years ago and played with Chelsea. So 2 years in the Premier League, got relegated, but he's been under, Pep Guardiola. So still,
this stuff, yeah, it looks good and all, yeah, but it would mainly work, yeah, like if you're gonna base the project around them two. If you're gonna base the project around them two, then I understand because they all work on the same line, like centrally, they can work there. But if you're not gonna base it around them, it's still gonna be a runaround. If the team is still based around Gallagher, and it's still going to be a runaround. There's no settleness in there.
But do Chelsea have a choice? Chelsea have no choice, but they have to build the team around these guys, in my opinion.
But who's going to replace Gallagher? Clearly, they're trying to get rid of him.
Guys,
he's going to replace him.
Yeah.
You know what? Sorry, I was just going to say Gallagher can actually refuse to leave Chelsea. You know that he's on He's got 1 year left on his deal. He could just turn around and say to you, "No, it's F you. I'm going nowhere. I'm staying around here for one more season. Get me. I'll go on a free next season." So it's not 100% Gallagher will go there.
You know what Gallagher doesn't want to do? You don't want to leave something behind that will create a problem between you and the fans, just like Mason Mount did. No, Mason Mount has lost that legacy. A little legacy that he started building up and left behind Chelsea. It's not there anymore. It's been wiped away because of his dad relationship and what he did for Chelsea to move his son away from the football club. Now, no Chelsea fan has any relationship with Mason Mount anymore. So if Gallagher does the same thing, he would never be considered if he wants to return to the football club.
But on Mason Mount, that's not fair to treat Mason Mount like that. He's not. It's like we're treating him as an outsider soon as, acting like this guy hasn't contributed everything to us. Gallagher has done nowhere near that. Nowhere near that. You can't compare him to Mount's contributions. People that are minimizing Mount's contributions, are new fans. But the real ones, no, he put his life into Chelsea.
Makim,
100%.
you
That's
know how I'm
true.
taking
It's true.
this. You know how I'm taking this. People believe Mason Mount has the right to reject whatever his dad is trying to push him to. He was old enough. He's over 18 years old to say that my life belongs to Chelsea. Get a deal done. I'm playing at Chelsea. I want to stay at Chelsea. But he didn't do it and follow
Yeah,
what
but
his dad
Lee,
said. You get what
to
I'm
be
saying?
No,
fair
but
to
no, but Lee, if he's the prototype here of what a Chelsea, right from the ground up here, what like he's the example. He's done it all. So it's like when you're taking away an example here just because he decided to make a personal decision later on in life,
Yeah.
that doesn't make sense. That's like United players taken away from their legends because they decided to go somewhere else. That's like me taking away from R9 Ronaldo because he came from Barca. Therefore, everything he's accomplished at Barca doesn't matter because he's gone to Madrid.
Nothing makes sense no more, though, my king, no, don't it? Nothing makes
In
sense.
there, that's what I'm saying.
And also, the other thing also you've got to take into consideration, the only reason why Mason Mount did leave Chelsea in the end is because our owners were only prepared to give this guy a 1-year contract extension. I think if they'd given him a longer contract, he would have stayed and signed that contract. But they only offered him 1 year. And then they said, you know what, his dad said to him, you know what, heck it. You know, you go United, you're going to get a 5-year contract there. You go and join Man United on better money as well.
Rightfully so. Yeah, he
Yeah,
earned it.
and also,
He earned it.
the
I'm not complaining about that, bro.
these owners, we respect it from these owners anyway. DJ and Makin.
Yeah.
They got rid of a lot of our experience. Kovacic, Kai Havertz, they forced Kai Havertz out to go to Arsenal.
No, they needed to go. They needed no, but Dan, they needed. I'm not mad at them going, yeah.
McKean. What I'm trying to say is though,
But the
yeah.
treatment is mad. Like you can't treat Havertz better than Mount. Like what is
No,
this?
I'm not treating like they're kicked out. They're forced Mason out. They're forced Kai Havertz out. They're forced Kovacic out. They're forced Jorginho out to go to Arsenal. They're forced all these experienced players are what we've got
But
out
if
of
the
club.
club doesn't need you, what else do you want them to do?
No,
Keep
I
you
don't
there?
care. I don't care, Nee. You keep experience and build
Dan,
around
if
them.
you don't want your missus, won't you force her out?
No, but Nee, listen. What Dan is trying to say, bro, is this, right? When you're bringing in players like an
Different in England, you know, she's taking the house.
When you're bringing an Enzo
Yeah.
Fernandez and a Caicedo into this midfield, right? You don't go
She's
and get
taking
rid
the
of.
house in England.
Yeah, but you don't get rid of Jorginho. You don't get rid of Kovacic. You don't get rid of Kante. You keep at least one of them around.
You don't give them
to help this midfield.
Yeah, you build around them. You build you build your experience around players. Like you could have got a Cole Palmer with Mason Mount. You could got a Caicedo with a Kovacic. You could got a let's say like say Thiago Silva now's gone. Who they're going to replace? Like what? An 18-year-old kid. The situation is yeah. You don't give rid of an experienced winner of talents who's won us the Champions League, the Super Cup, World Cup, Winners' Cup. Look at Kovacic this season. He's won the Premier League with Man City, And he's been with there one season with Man City.
And you know what? And it's a reflection on the fans, you know, and the fan base. Because Gallagher didn't have to do anything half that Mason Mount went through. You know, Mason Mount went on loan abroad.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he went to
Vitesse. Yeah, he did. He went more loans than Conor Gallagher.
Bro was an animal. Like he didn't stay within the comfort. He went through the thick and thin before getting this treatment this diva treatment he got. He earned his way there. I remember Muckrat face Mount. That's what we used to call him back in the day.
Yeah.
When he had the fringe and that. Yeah. Like he worked his way through. Gallagher didn't go through that.
He went through the Chelsea Academy to get to the football, because when he got loaned out, he went to Derby and did experience. Derby County loved Mason Mount. They wanted Mason Mount at Derby County. They wanted to buy Mason Mount of Chelsea Football Club to keep him there because they loved him so much. To see how much he's going to be a world class young talent player. And look what he did. He came out to a world class talent player, won us the Champions League, and then you get rid of him. And now you're expecting now.
At least make him a squad player. Make him a squad player at least. Like, do you get what I mean? Ease it out at least.
DJ McKean and Nee. Didier
Yes, sir.
Drogba just
We're
come.
about to be done.
Didier Drogba just come out on an Instagram statement. What is this? What is Chelsea Football Club doing? What are these boys and owners? You're bringing a championship manager in. What is this? It's not going to change. I can't.
Sometimes this is what I don't
No.
like.
This is what Didier
I love
Drogba say.
Drogba,
Look,
I
this is what.
respect Drogba, but when they come out with statement like that, it really, would I say, it puts some kind of a different thought.
These are legends,
supporters.
don't need. These are legends coming out
Well,
of it now.
what that legends got to do with the
Our
football
legends
club?
are coming out
They got
speaking
no
facts about
say.
these
That's all they're
owners.
gonna do. Right now, it's a
This
legend.
ain't
It's just like you and
DJ
I.
Drogba's coming out. This ain't Chelsea Football Club. I
Drogba?
can't see.
Drogba?
I can't
Who is Drogba?
Right.
see the
Oh,
Sanders.
come on,
He's
you can't ask.
put two
Man,
Sanders.
you
Talking
can't
about
ask that
Drogba.
question. You can't ask that question. Who is Drogba, man? Come on, where we
Yeah,
going with
you
this?
can't even
Now, who
speak
is
about
Drogba?
DJ Drogba.
Who is
Oh, Nee,
Drogba?
you can't. Look, you know what Nee is? My bro Nee is. He's
Look.
a Modric, Jackson, all these good players. Took
Listen,
Bowley,
listen,
and then
listen to
Barley,
me.
and he's seeing great things
Can
from one of these owners.
Can Drogba recommend anyone to Chelsea Football Club and think that person will succeed?
Yes, he can, because he's a Champions winner.
Well, so what?
He's a
You
Premier
know how
League
many
winner.
people have won a
If it
Champions
wasn't
League?
for DJ Drogba, we would have got the Champions League in the first place,
If
Nick.
you're talking
What you
about
on
legend, I
about?
don't even see Drogba as the legend that you make. I want to talk about Georgia Poirier, not DJ Drogba.
Who? Who are you going to talk about, bruv? Sorry, who?
Who do you want to talk
Georgia
about?
Poirier. Georgia Poirier. If
Who?
we're talking about legendary status, Georgia
Who?
Poirier.
Who?
George Poirier. He played for
Who?
Chelsea.
That's hate. That's hate, Nee. That's hate.
I
That's
know.
hate. Don't know he's playing for Chelsea Football Club.
Talking
He ain't a
about
legend.
Drogba is sitting there in Ivory Coast, want to be a president. He's talking.
He's not a
shit
legend at
on
Chelsea
media
then.
platform.
He's
You
not a
need to give
legend.
me
What
a
did he
break.
do for Chelsea?
Listen, Lee, listen. What I'll say to you, brother, listen, brother. You know I love you, brother. But I'll tell you this right now, yeah, mate. Every time,
He's about to hit me. He's about to hit me.
No, brother, I'm
He's
not.
with love.
I'll tell you what. Every time, right? Yeah, we talk about these owners, right? Yeah, you man, I don't get you, man. What have these owners done for you to make them make so? What do you call it? For you to love them so much,
bro? Nothing.
Honestly,
I'm just supporting the football club. The owners don't even pay my YouTube subscription.
Yeah,
for
okay, support the football club. But every time we have discussions, okay, you say you're supporting your football club, and that's great. I support my football club, yes. But every time we talk about the football club, bro, and anything gets mentioned about these owners, you come at us like
yeah. That's fine, DJ. DJ. I was on a WhatsApp phone call before he did this show, yeah, and I said to him, "You need to start telling us about these owners," and he was upping them up still, upping them up. Say they're doing great performance.
Let me explain more.
Okay, you can't explain.
Please,
I just want me and DJ on here because you just slate off DJ Drogba so much, yeah. I can't believe from you. I can't have that. I can't believe that from a fan base like me. How can these owners top, but DJ Drogba did nothing special for Chelsea? Hey mate, you're waffling. You should be gulagged.
Oh, I didn't say.
Me and DJ and McKee should be on in this space now. You slated DJ Drogba. That was bad. That is bad. No buts about it. No buts about it. You just slated DJ Drogba on a live stream for the whole world to hear what DJ Drogba's done for Chelsea. And the thing is, if it wasn't for him, we would have won the Premier League. If it wasn't for him, we would have won the Champions League against Bayern Munich. Just remember that. It was these players.
No, wait, Dan. I know how to sort this out.
Yeah.
So, by that logic, yeah, was Michael Essien mid since we had Makelele back in the day? He couldn't really take over from as a 6, and he ended up being
That
an 8.
is a fact, McKean. That is facts. Let's see what do you say there. What do you want to go there? Let's talk about.
Is he an underqualified 6 that never made it?
Facts and Kalama Salu, which is saying
Solomon
Kalou.
Make it interesting.
Yeah, we can make it interesting for you, Lee, if you want to.
No,
you can sit there in the backstage and be quiet. You can sit there and be quiet because
but you don't want me to talk.
No. Because when you talk, you slate DJ Drogba. How could you slate DJ Drogba for what he's done at Chelsea Football Club, my bro? Yeah, somebody inside DJ
No, but
Drogba.
that's no,
No,
that's good. Let him answer, man. Let him answer.
Yeah,
Let
no,
me down, bro.
McKee.
Come on.
No, let me know, no, DJ, let me know one thing to me. Say we didn't sign DJ Drogba, and we didn't get a world class striker back in them days who got to the Champions League final. Who would it be, Lee? Tell me, who would it be? Crespo. Yeah, it was Crespo. What did he do with
It
that?
was though. It was though because Drogba finished Crespo's career.
Yeah, he did.
Drogba came and finished it.
Yeah, he did. DJ Drogba did finish it. Because I only hit knee situation. So if you think Drogba wasn't this kind of legend at Chelsea Football Club, who's the legend to do the main job for Chelsea who could won us the Champions League, then, Lee? I want to hear it.
Thank you for finishing. Let me land. And you're still going. You never land. Jesus Christ. I can't talk when you're talking because no one is going to hear the point that I'm making. I never said Didier Drogba did not do anything for Chelsea, but that's how you want to hear it. I said, what's so serious that Didier Drogba, whatever he said, we have to take that serious. Because what I'm trying to say is, look, the managers, these owners have been at the football club not too long for us to criticize them on and on and on. It's too early for us to give them the chance to operate, give them the chance to do what they want to do. If it's 3 years, 4 years in the game, 4 years, 5 years, then I'll say, hey, we got to wake up and start protesting. We got to wake up and start protesting. How long did Aston Wenger stay at, Arsenal, never won anything, FA Cup, and that's why he was winning. How long did they take Aston Wenger before Arsenal fans started reacting when he left? You get what I'm saying?
You know the class of 12, still have saying in the Man United saying until this day.
It never changed anything, did it? It never changed anything.
No, but the class of 11, of United have had the saying ever since they've retired into the club till this day.
Makim, I'm not saying Didier Drogba don't have any right to say anything.
Oh, okay.
I didn't say that. Everyone that even you as a supporter, you have every right to talk about whatever the club is doing. But I'm saying that this man has not even started any work for us to know what he's good at. That's what DJ Saab said. I'll be slow. I'll watch how this guy is going to take a preseason and see how things is going to go before I start reacting. And I'm trying to say that Chelsea fans are too reactionary. We have to relax, let this man start his job and see what he's capable of doing. That's not judging because he's coming from the Championship. Erik ten Hag, what has he really win besides coaching those academy players at Ajax? You get what I'm saying? Di Matteo.
So Emery, it took you one season this season, and it got us to finish the Champions League. What are you saying, Andy?
Are you saying that Emery is going to repeat what he did this season next season? It's never going to happen.
Of course, it will. Yeah, it will. It will.
But we also take into consideration that Emery is actually managing the Premiership before he's managed Arsenal. So the guy's already got the experience of the Premiership. Whereas Maresca doesn't have that experience of managing in the Premiership. Yeah, he's been number two.
Maresca is a perfect Robin. He's not a Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they need. I didn't get to finish my landing. I did not get to finish my landing, but you know, I've spoken to me.
One thing.
Go on, speak then, speak.
I'm not talking. I'm just saying one thing. What DJ Saab just said is to you yourself. You said, Emery hasn't got any experience. Came to the Premier League and then got Aston Villa.
Because I couldn't get my fish here because DJ came straight in about Emery.
Now you can talk 1 hour. Take it.
No, I'm saying, look, listen, Nemo, bro, yeah. Soon I was saying about Emery about Aston Villa, I wasn't finishing what my point of saying. But DJ came in and then just both landed it. Yeah, I agree with it.
If you give it 2 hours,
but Unai Emery, right, came into a club that was in a bit of Christ mess from Stephen Gerrard. They were 16th in the table, near relegated, and suddenly get to top 4 this summer. Yes, he might have experience when he used to be for Arsenal, but the team what he had at Arsenal didn't get the chance to get his own with Dr. players at Arsenal. That's why they sacked him. And then he went to Federal B, Federal, and then after we played Arsenal, they knocked him out the UEFA.
No,
With
but
a hit matter.
Dan, what
But
what what he's trying to say, yeah.
keep it. Wait, I'm trying to. Look, you can come in afterwards. What I'm saying about Unai Emery, it's got to Aston Villa, where these owners are backing him and praising him to bring in experienced players to a top level where they finished this season. They're finishing fourth. So you're going to get a manager like that as owners from lower club standards, yeah, to a Chelsea standards of a minority of a championship manager. What if this manager comes in this summer, says, "Gaff, look, Todd Bowley and Bowley." Well, he just said the same as what Pochettino said to Todd Bowley and Bowley. If I need experienced players to help with this team, if you don't get the experience this team,
Yeah.
there's going to be crisis nowhere to how to change the model of the financial. So it came up the true couple of days ago in the year. Two experienced players here that Pochettino wanted to bring in January this season. These owners and the sporting directors rejected it. So if Enzo Maresca is in for 2 seasons and doesn't get the work of these players with development of the young kids, what Pochettino did last season, where's he going to stand? Where's he going to stand? What? Like DJ said, by December he'll be sacked, and then we go back from square one, and then bring another mid-average manager that might not work in the criteria. This might be an. I'm saying this might be an option for this Enzo. I don't know what he might do in the summer. He might make the fans believe that he's got something special. But if he has something special and he hasn't got something special and he gets sacked, what other manager is going to come in here and want to play with this model? Because this is this sixth manager we bring in now. After this sixth manager, other managers are looking at this season for Chelsea of this manager to do something for Chelsea Football Club this season.
Now,
If they
they're
did,
gonna get rid of the directors. Directors are
yeah,
gonna get sacked before that can happen.
the directors ain't going to get sacked though.
They're gonna get sacked. Listen, if the same thing happens next season, yeah, this manager will say and the directors will get sacked because I believe, yeah, that the owners they are they are loyal to the directors and who they've hired, and I don't think they it's like loyalty over competency sometimes, yeah, because things do happen, innit? So I feel
But
like they have a blind eye
things do happen.
when it comes to being loyal to Paul Winstanley and those guys, they kind of blind when it comes to it. But if they get rid of a third manager or fifth manager in a row, I strongly believe here that
This is not
Bowley
sixth
and those
manager,
guys would get rid of them.
McKean.
They would sack them. They would sack the directors. I think Bali is that ruthless. He's ruthless
They're
enough.
not. They're
You
not.
see the thing is, guys, right? You see what else funny the other was people were
If they
saying
sack six managers, yeah, it clearly shows you that they want to do something and they want to go in the right direction. Maybe they bought into someone's plan, yeah, who's on a tyrant's parade,
Okay.
and they've given them probably a last chance here to get it fixed here before they sack all of them. Because look how the regime here of Bowley came in, yeah, it's ruthless. And I think they want better at the end of the day. So they I don't think that they have such they're gonna hold on to the directors for years and years. I don't think that's gonna happen.
I hope you're right then, McKean.
You see
I hope you're right.
what I find funny,
Yeah.
guys, is you know Joe Shields is the guy who brought in Cole Palmer, right, from Manchester
Yeah.
City to Chelsea. Yeah, I found it
Yeah.
hilarious today that the people were actually saying Joe Shields was the one who actually recommended this this guy we're getting, right? But I looked at the list, right? His name is not on there for recommendation, so I really don't know. It's actually when Stanley and Stewart Barley who've all opted for this manager. And the other one, but I didn't see what's his name on that list. So again, we have to ask the question of, Joe Shields didn't even recommend this guy. If anybody, he was actually recommending De Zerbi, right? That's who he was recommending, Joe Shields, right? So you have to ask the question of are these guys? I mean, isn't Joe Shields supposed to be the head? Is he supposed to be the head of recruitment?
He's the head of the recruitment. Yeah.
So if he's is it just the players recruitment, or is he actually involved in the manager's side of recruitment as well?
He's both. He's both. Or he's the manager and the players recruitment.
So if he's not recommended this guy, right, and these guys have still gone over him and gone and got this guy in, then you have to really ask serious questions of really, is Joe Shield at some point going to say, you know what, heck, this ain't going to stick around here? That's why Christopher Vell ended up getting out of Chelsea. Because they didn't listen to what he had to say. And he ended up going. You want to hope Joe Shields doesn't go, because he's about the only one who would recommend probably a better manager, and he didn't want this Enzo guy, right? Yeah, he didn't want him, but yet these other guys have decided to go ahead and get him. So you have to ask that question: who really is making the decisions? And it's obviously Winstanley and Stewart and Barley that are going around making these decisions. I didn't even see surprisingly, I didn't even see Todd Bowley on that list. So you have to ask: is it those three that are making a decision? If Todd Bowley's not even mentioned in there,
yeah, facts.
So, who really wanted this guy? And it looks like those other three wanted him.
Very hard to tell. I mean, I don't think that everyone here really liked the choice of a manager, but like I said, I don't want to stress myself. I got too much.
It's what it is, isn't it? It's what it is, isn't it?
It's just what it is. DJ, I'm not happy. I just want to give him a chance. You get what I'm saying? Just like I wasn't happy with Mauricio Pochettino, but I gave him a chance. There's nothing much we can do. There's too much of a high blood pressure around here. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's going to be very hard to attract big
listen,
names,
Makim, I'll pick up my brother, because he's actually come out something for the first time on the YouTube saying he's not happy. We're getting in there, but it's just going to take time. But I see where Needs just wants to give it a chance. He wants to give the club a chance to see something. Like I spoke to him earlier on the phone. I said, if it happens, if nothing proceeds in the 6 months, he said that one day on YouTube he will come out and stand on his own. But he just came out today. Well done, Neve. First thing you come out, said you're not happy. This is what I like. The passion of you. But
can I ask you guys a question? Now that you've seen Sergio Conceição is available, would you guys go for him over this Enzo guy?
100%. I would.
I made a stream about him. I like him.
Tomato, man.
Maybe they might have a change of heart last minute and they interview him because he's now free in it, so they can negotiate a contract with him now. And there's no buyout clause either. There's no buyout clause.
DJ, can I quickly come in?
Yeah, go for it.
The thing is with Lewis, these two directors are taking charge of the manager, yeah? Right? What happens if this thing Enzo collapse? My option is if they make this collapse by Enzo, what they did with Enzo Fernandez, right? I don't think this should get involved. I think the owners should get that manager, what you said, in if this collapse.
All right, did yourself, Makeem, it's today bank holiday.
Yes, it is here in the UK. Yeah.
How many bank holidays do you guys have?
About 3, 4, 5.
Too many. It's like every month.
We got
nice.
Yeah, we got next month's a bank holiday Monday and law, isn't it? We've got next month is a bank holiday Monday. There's 2 bank holiday Mondays.
Is that why there's too much poverty in the UK?
I think the next one's coming up in the next one's coming up in the next one's coming up in August, right? The next bank holiday is July.
Is it why there's too much poverty in the UK? You guys see like too much holidays. America we're working 24/7.
Poverty, mate.
Yeah, too much poverty in the UK. You guys need to get your ass working.
Bruh.
I enjoy it, bro. I enjoy it, mate. We need the break, bro. Trust me. The worst thing is when you're working, right, and the lovely sunny weather's out there, and you've got the sun, and you're working. Yeah. And the worst thing of all is when you do get a bank holiday and the weather's crap. It's the worst scenario ever, because you look for that day off always, that nice long weekend, and you get crap weather. I don't know if Dan and
Yeah, I agree on that. Every single bank. This is the
Hey,
first time in my bank holiday Monday we've had sunshine,
today's
even
a
though it's been
holiday.
pissing in the rain.
Yeah. Today's Memorial Day, so it's a holiday over here in America. But we don't get many holidays like you guys get in UK. Most
It's
especially
because the government. It's the government in the UK. Yeah, what
take
they're doing now. Yeah, it's stupid. We never used to have so much bank holiday money. It's like the school terms now.
I ain't
The school
complaining.
terms is like every 4 weeks now. Like every 4 or 5 weeks.
that's not good.
Yeah, it's the school. The school has a week off. Now the kids are off a week again. In about
Dan,
3 weeks ago, they had a week off.
Let's not complain, bro. Let's not complain, bro. Enjoy it.
I complain. I complain, DJ. I want the kids to go to school. I want them at school. I don't want them having a week off. They drive me insane. Me and my missus insane.
Yeah. If you have many kids, you don't want them the kids in the house. Send them to school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Do you know Canada? Nee.
Yeah.
I've got a good mate, Jeremy. Yeah. And their government says that their queen they've got the same king as England. But he tells me the kids are only like in Canada, yeah, to have like a revolution, they have a week off and then they go back to school. And till September, they have a 4 weeks off and they're back at school. And if they have to go to a holiday, if they have to book a holiday in a fuzz, they have to pay some money so the kids can have a day off. If not, they can go to prison for it. It's weird.
Right. All right, Dan, and then McKim, and then DJ. Guys, thank you very much for coming. It's been a long time streaming. 3 hours, 5 minutes.
100%, my boy. Much love to you, Nick. Much love to you, my boy.
Big up to you,
Hey, Malcolm. Hey, them Buffalo Soldiers waffles, yeah. Make sure you don't give them a knee that much, yeah, Malcolm. With the DJ
jumping on. I know when you guys are free, definitely you get a chance to jump on.
Yeah.
100%.
Much love to you. Please sub to the channel and hit that like, guys, in the chat, because it's entertainment. I'm actually, do you know what? I'm actually, I can't wait to go because I'm really like fainted because the way Needs said, he said he's not happy. He's not happy.
Let's go. Bye, guys.
No, but you know what? I hear what Dan's saying though. We broke a 4-4. We broke a 4-4.
Yeah, on Lee, for the first time, we broke his words. He said, I'm not happy. We broke his words. We broke his false. Because every one of the times just make sure you clip it. Make sure you clip it. Make sure you guys clip it what he said. I'm not happy.
Look, I am not happy, but I'm telling you the truth that I got no choice than to support who is in there, the driver's seat. I'm not happy.
No, listen, I agree.
You think I'm happy with this old man called Joe Biden controlling this wheel, controlling America? It's a dead person walking. Joe Biden's a dead person walking. You know what I'm saying? But I have to wait until the time is up for us to kick him away from that seat. So
yeah, but you're a freshman though.
Do what?
Now I'm saying, you're a freshman though. It's a meme out there. He's going around asking people if they're freshmen, you know.
Oh goodness! If I see him on the screen, I turn my screen off, the TV off, because this guy always give me headache. Joe Biden. And then seeing what's his name again? You guys PM. What's his name? I heard they're about to kick him out and bring somebody else in. Richard Sunak or whatever they call him.
Yes, Sunak. Yeah, we've got a general election. We've got another general election coming up.
Another crazy guy, Richard Sunak or whatever his name is. Jeez,
it's crazy.
Oh, mad. It's mad. I know.
Look at his policy for this Rwanda thing. Oh, messed up. Anyway, let's go and not go.
It's wild.
I'll say, Lil Desperados, guys. DJ,
hang on to hope, everyone.
Absolutely, hang on to hope, and I'll see you guys again some other time. Good night,
peace,
and good night.
Vibes. Peace.
Yeah, up the Chelsea, boys. Big up, man. Up the Chelsea.
Smashing like a subscribe, everyone.
Guys, look, DJ, especially I think DJ and the three of you, when the right time comes, I know Dan knows a lot, but when the right time comes, I have to get a meeting with you guys. Oh, guys, hold on. Stay in there for a second. Stay in. Do not go. I end the stream in this a second. Yeah. All right. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blueclouds TV.